New York 102, Boston 99 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Whether you're carpooling the kids to the gym or catching a game at the Garden, those parking lots have one thing in common: Ford SUVs. Because whether you're hauling gear to practice or getting the gang together on Causeway, there's a Ford SUV that's just right for you and your crew, including the Ford Explorer with seating for up to 7, and the Bronco Sport with standard GOAT modes and 4x4 capability. Make your next stop your New England Ford dealers.
Boston Celtics basketball is brought to you by Amica Insurance. At Amica, they understand how important it is to protect the things that matter the most. They put in the time to make sure that you're taken care of. Whether it's talking through all the details of your policy or following up after a claim, your auto, home, and life insurance are more than just policies. They're protection for the life you've built. Visit amica.com to learn more.
To perform at the top of your game, you need up-to-the-minute skills. At Northeastern University's DeMoore McKim School of Business, we're not just keeping pace with the future, we're defining it. You'll gain business strategy expertise leveraging AI, data, and technology. Through transformative experiences, you'll prepare to lead with impact. Learn more at our weekly admissions events. Save your spot at northeastern.edu/business events.
Welcome to the NBA playoffs. The moment we've all been waiting for is here.
The fans now on the edge of their seats.
It's time to stay locked in to every single moment.
What a finish!
Because you never know when history will be made. When it's win or go home, every moment matters.
You gotta be kidding me!
So don't miss a thing. NBA playoffs presented by Google continues on ABC, ESPN, and TNT.
The only place to hear the game, the Sports Hub.
It is everything you could hope for, unless you've got a stake in the outcome, in which case you were on the edge of your seat, and everybody telling everybody on both sides that this was the must-win game. Knicks lead 102-99. It'll be Boston ball with the Celtics down 3 and 6:32 to go. Josh Hart is out of the game with 5 fouls. Jaylen Brown is out of the game with 5 fouls. Jason Tatum has become Superman in front of our eyes. We think back fondly to the Game 7 record against Philadelphia, to his Game 6 in Milwaukee. Tatum has been better tonight. This may be the best game of his life, and now the Celtics have to get him some help or they're going to waste it.
Well, Brown coming back in this game. You're bringing him back in. No, it's not.
No, you don't. No, wait, it was 6:32 to go. Remember, that was an issue. You don't want to be the coach that fouls your own guy out. So you have to make a decision. When are you going to bring Jaylen Brown in with the 5 fouls, just as Tom Thibodeau has to decide? It doesn't feel like the Knicks can win without Josh Hart. It doesn't feel like the Celtics can win without Jaylen Brown. But both are on the bench watching here, with the Knicks leading 102-99 and 6:32 to go in Game 4.
Well, the thing you're looking at really is what are the Celtics going to do right now, as you see Bridges going in this pick and roll and going crazy.
If the Knicks hang on and win tonight, how many New York fans get into the building at TD Garden on Wednesday to try and see history? Drew Holiday into the front court. Left-hand dribble, throws it back out to Al Horford. Now in the hands of Derek White. Out near half court, shot clock at 12. Derek White moving to his right. Tatum pops free. That's where the ball goes against Anunoby. Tatum goes quick. Ducks the shoulder. Anunoby in front of him. Shot clock down to 4. Tatum steps through. Scoops it off the window and in. Scored in the foul. Is there anything Jason Tatum can't do tonight?
Got his man in the ISO. I thought he carried the basketball.
That looked like the end of game. That looked like the end of Game 2.
What you had was a double dribble there. Tatum
He did have a double dribble, but the Knicks can't challenge.
Yeah.
The only argument the Celtics would make is that Anunoby knocked it away, but he didn't. And the Celtics could get a huge break here. 3-point play ties the game. We are even at 102. Jason Tatum has 42 of the Celtics' 102 points. Tie game, 6:08 to go in Game 4. Instant classic unfolding in front of our eyes. The only difference tonight is you knew it would be. Jalen Brunson down the left side. Pump fake on Porzingis, and Tatum throws it back out to Anunoby. 7 on the shot clock. Mitchell Robinson sets the screen. Anunoby to his right. 3 is online and good. The Knicks have been unstoppable here in the second half. 54 points. And they lead by 3 with 5:42 to go. 105-102. Who's going to help Jason Tatum? Tatum deep on the left side against Brunson. Puts it in the right hand. Down to 10 on the shot clock again. Tatum, left hand dribble. Pump fake. Loses it. Has it back. Puts a bad pass to Holiday. 3 on the shot clock. Holiday ducks the shoulder. Drive. Scoops. Scores! A possession teetering on the very brink. And Holiday gets the Celtics within 1. I don't know how. That ball was 40 feet from the basket with 4 on the shot clock. 105-104. Knicks are going to rue that one if this game gets away. Brunson at the elbow. Throws the shoulder into Derek White. Falls away. Runs it with the left hand off the window and in. He gets an MSG bounce. 33 for Brunson. 42 for Tatum. Knicks by 3 with 4:55 to go in Game 4. History unfolding in front of our eyes. Tatum, pull up, 12 feet, high arcing jumper, bounces out, offensive rebound, Porzingis, and he is fouled. Now, regardless of whether or not it was on the floor, New York is now over the limit with 4:47 to go.
This is a game that ain't gonna go away. I mean, all you have to do is get an offensive rebound, a defensive rebound. Nice job by Porzingis getting inside out.
A game worthy of its stage. Porzingis comes up way short on the free throw. Those early first half free throws that the Celtics missed coming back to bite them. They've missed 6 free throws now tonight. In a game they trail by 3. An entire city, 5 boroughs all joined up against Porzingis, who misses both. Porzingis misses both free throws with 4:46 to go. New York by 3, 107-104. Jalen Brunson, hounded by Holiday. Left-hand dribble drive, past Porzingis, scoops it up, no good. Rebound, Drew Holiday, good defense. That was a tough one for Brunson against Porzingis. 5-on-4. Holiday zips it to Al Horford, touches into the corner. Derek White for the tie, no good. Porzingis jumped too early, couldn't get the rebound. Derek White hadn't had a shot in a long time. Down to 4:17 to go. New York by 3. Brunson backs it out against Al Horford. Nobody is sitting in the $10,000 seats they bought tonight. Brunson deep straight away against Al Horford. 6 on the shot clock. Brunson starts his drive. Pull up, mid-block, jumper is good. Woo.
Man, that dude's getting whatever he wants.
We have entered clutch time, and Captain Clutch is trying to bring the Knicks home. 109-104. Largest lead for New York. Tatum, crazy deep 3, no good. That was a force. Rebound, Bridges. Now the Knicks in command, up by 5, and the ball. 3:42 to go in Game 4. Brunson trying to keep it away from Holiday. Ball loose on the floor. Brunson's going to get there. Reset it with Anunoby. Knicks don't have to force anything here. They've got control, up by 5 off a huge second half. Brunson against Porzingis. 4 on the shot clock. Brunson, bounce pass into the corner. Bridges, left-hand dribble drive. Into the paint, fall away, tough shot. Got it at the shot clock buzzer. And Madison Square Garden goes wild as Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout.
What a play that was by Bridges. Bridges, yet again, has been unbelievable. They talked about all those draft picks they gave up. I won't be talking about them right now.
Bridges is 7 of 9 in the second half. And a 14-point lead early in the third quarter has become a 7-point deficit with 3:21 to go.
Well, they're going to bring Brown back in the game. Is it too late now?
The Celtics have to pitch nearly a perfect game now the rest of the way.
Hardest thing to do is pitch a shutout against a guy like Brunson, who is so tricky. Now, if the Celtics, the only thing you think about here is you only have 2 fouls, 2 team fouls. So you can gamble a little bit more on your defensive end.
The story of the game, quite simply, is that you knew Brunson and Towns were going to be big. Were they going to get help? And Anunoby and Bridges, big tonight. Anunoby in the first half, Bridges in the second half. The Celtics are 3 minutes and 21 seconds away from wasting arguably the best game in the biggest stage of Jason Tatum's career when you combine those two things. 16 of 28, 7 threes, 42 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 4 steals for Jason Tatum. But after the hot start early for Derek White, everyone else has vanished. And that's how the 14-point lead has become a 7-point deficit.
Derek White did not get any opportunities, and they missed out on it. How do you get him involved in this game? And the pick and roll that they have got over and over again going towards a hole with Bridges has been huge. Bridges has 6 rebounds in this game, but 23 points.
Knicks +9 on the glass. As a result, the shot margin that we always talk about, New York has got 15 more shots.
Well, this is exactly, if you're the Celtics right now, you've been here before, you've done this before. This is the test about being the world champions.
The Celtics, 12 of 24 from 3 in the first half, 5 of 18 in the second half, and that, of course, is the difference of the game.
Well, your movement of the basketball, Celtics have been doing a little bit too much isolation.
13 assists for the Celtics tonight. That's it, 13.
Boy, you think the Knicks fans were obnoxious the other day. They are going to be crazy.
And as we said, how many of them get into TD Garden on Wednesday night? As you know, they will make the pilgrimage to try to see history. Knicks at the finish line, but they have not crossed it yet. Up by 7, 3:12 to go. Ball in the hands of Tatum against Anunoby. Tatum for Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown dropped it. Picked off by Anunoby. He will go the distance. Two-hand slam, and Tatum is hurt. Tatum is hurt. Tatum is still down. He is screaming for a timeout. And in a New York minute, everything has changed. Jaylen Brown threw the ball away. Jason Tatum is down and hurt. Celtics training staff immediately racing onto the floor.
Tatum was calling timeout immediately while he was on the floor, going in circles.
Jaylen Brown threw it away. Anunoby picked it off, and Tatum could not get out. He is holding on to his left ankle, and he is in extreme pain right now.
Wow.
Tatum with a towel over his head, lying on his back as the Celtics training staff trying to stabilize that right ankle. Tatum was just pounding his left foot, his left ankle on the ground. They lift Jason Tatum up. No weight whatsoever on the right ankle. Every Celtics title defense, it seems, comes with some calamitous injury that changes the course of history. Is Jason Tatum going to bounce back from this, or is this the one we're talking about? Anunoby had the steal. Tatum tried to get in front of him, and it was just an injury. I don't want to say it was a non-contact injury because he was reaching out towards Anunoby, but it looked like he crossed his own legs up.
Yeah, he planted his foot, and it didn't even look like the ankle turned.
Bridges knocked it away from Jaylen Brown, and Tatum had to react quickly and suddenly and put his right foot out in front of him to try to get in front of Anunoby, and he just went crumpling to the ground.
Wow. What a shame.
You would say it just went from bad to worse for the Celtics, but worse does not encapsulate it. Jason Tatum is in the locker room. Boston is down by 9 with 2:51 to go. Jaylen Brown, quick three, no good. Back iron, rebound, Knicks have it. And suddenly this game feels academic. Ball in the hands of Jalen Brunson. 2:35 to go. 113-104 is the math. Jalen Brunson, step back three. Got it. It was going to be the New York Knicks night. They are going to style and profile to the finish. Jaylen Brown missed the three. Rebound goes off, pressured out of bounds. This game is gone.
Yeah.
But is the series gone, and is Jason Tatum gone? Those are the only questions that matter now.
Well, If you got it, do you have a hero?
Wednesday night at TD Garden, off of Causeway Street, where the New York Knicks have 3 times eliminated the Celtics in the playoff. The New York Knicks are going to go for their first trip to the conference final in 25 years. But will Jason Tatum be there to try to stop them?
It's going to be hard to see him coming back from that.
Brunson on the under out of bounds. The Celtics are down by 12 here. Holiday has a steal with 1:52 to go. Holiday finds Jaylen Brown. Knicks will peel away. Jaylen will lay it in. That ends the 11-0 run. So it's 116-106. 10-point game with 1:48 to go. Celtics, if they want to start playing the foul game, better start doing it now because they only have 2 team fouls. Derek White deflects it out of bounds. 116-106. Tom Thibodeau will get Josh Hart back in here with 5 fouls and Karl Anthony Towns with 4.
And Mitchell Robinson, to his credit, stayed out of the way. He did what he needed to do just to stay in this game.
How cruel can the basketball gods be when Jason Tatum was in the midst of maybe the game of his NBA life? Now he will not be out there for the finish. Jalen Brunson, blitzed by Holiday. Left side for Anunoby. Anunoby will drive and lay it in. And Knicks fans will relish these 90 seconds. They have waited a very, very long time. Pritchard will launch a deep 3. It is no good. Rebound belongs to Josh Hart. The Boston Celtics have been to 10 conference finals in the last 23 years. 10 of them. Celtics fans have become used to a meal they want and expect more from now. Knicks fans are starving for just a bite of that meal, and they're a game away from getting it. Peyton Pritchard goes the distance and scores. 118-108, final minute here of Game 4, which has taken an unexpected and absolutely cruel turn for the Celtics with a Jason Tatum injury late. Meanwhile, the long-suffering fans at Madison Square Garden relishing every second. Bridges finally misses. Towns' putback is good, but I think he committed a loose ball foul to get it. And there will be 48 hours of conversation about Jason Tatum, about the injury, and about the 2 games that got away early in the series, which is why the Celtics are now going to be in a 3-1 hole.
What is the injury? It's going to be it.
The chant at Madison Square Garden now is Knicks in 5, and that will gain a lot of steam if the injury news is bad for Jason Tatum.
You think of the other part of it is the free throws the Celtics missed in this game. Boy, a couple of bad turnovers by Brown in this game.
Al Horford gets a couple of free throws here. 118-110. Margin is 8 with 38 seconds to go. Celtics have to start fouling now, or at least pressing. They try. Bridges long cross court, almost picked off by Jalen, but he couldn't get it. Lead for Anunoby. Hands off to Karl Anthony Towns for the 2-hand slam. Margin is 10. Peyton Pritchard, deep 3. Got it. Knicks just have to get across half court. Josh Hart does. Al Horford going to give the foul. Josh Hart immediately pointing to Bridges out of the field, arguing for a clear path foul.
Give the Knicks full credit.
They answered back.
They answered what they needed to answer.
And while the injury will take over as the discussion and be the primary news that comes out of Game 4 to Jason Tatum, the story of the game itself was after everybody trying to pretend that Jason Tatum wasn't one of the best players in the world. Tom Thibodeau going to call timeout here for some reason with 21 seconds left, leading by 7 just to make sure they get the ball in. The story for the Celtics in Game 4 was Jason Tatum having the game of his life, and after Derek White knocked down some shots early, and he was great at the start of the game, Jason Tatum just did not get enough help. And all this discussion about how the Celtics were deeper than the Knicks First of all, when you get to this month, when you get to the middle of May, it's 7-on-7 to begin with. And the Celtics playing without Sam Hauser, with Kristaps Porzingis obviously still battling whatever he's battling. And you needed somebody to step up and help Jason Tatum. He did not get enough help tonight. And as a result, the Boston Celtics, who may or may not be without Jason Tatum, are going to take the floor Wednesday night at TD Garden in a 3-1 hole for the first time in 2 years.
Isn't it funny, though? Think about it. Cleveland going back down what?
3-1?
3-1. Celtics going to Donovan Mitchell. Stepped out of the game the other day. Will he be back? Now, will Tatum? What is the severity of the injury? One thing you said, there was a non-contact. So there wasn't a lot of contact. What he did, he planted the foot, and then he just...
An NBA season dominated by the Cavs, the Thunder, and the Celtics, and none of them have the lead through 4 games. The Cavs and Celtics are down 3-1, and the Thunder and the Nuggets are 2-2.
Yeah, this is a nightmare scenario, but for me, it's an opportunity. If you are the Boston Celtics, if you're Jaylen Brown, if you're that dude.
Redemption for Jaylen Brown. Remember when Tatum got hurt in Game 7 against Miami? Jaylen Brown did not have a great game. Knicks, after all that, they throw away the inbound. Celtics have it down by 7. 17 seconds to go. Pritchard stepping to his right, launches a 3. No good. Long rebound belongs to Brunson. And a little tiny gasp of hope the Celtics had is gone as Pritchard misses. Brunson is fouled by Al Horford with 10 seconds to go. How could the Knicks? Tom Thibodeau literally called a timeout to inbound the ball, and they still threw it away. Well, how many times have we said it over the last 2 days? The Knicks were due for a big offensive game. You knew it was coming. It felt like one of these games was going to happen in the series. I didn't know if tonight was going to be the night, but it was. And now, the Celtics, with their championship, the grip on it is just fingernails now on the edge of a cliff, down 3-1. The crowd is going to be interesting Wednesday night.
Yeah, this is, to me, opportunity. I don't see it as, failure. This is opportunity.
I really felt as Towns comes out to a nice ovation. I thought the Knicks were going to win this game tonight, and I thought the Celtics were going to win fairly easily on Wednesday. Now without Tatum, that changes everything, but it was all going to set the stage for what we hope is going to be a Game 6 here on Friday night, which would be the biggest game in this building in 30 years. Final seconds, Pritchard stepping to his left, Brunson sails 5, Pritchard misses a 3, rebound Mitchell Robinson, and the New York Knickerbockers, 25 years from their last appearance in the conference finals, will head to TD Garden on Wednesday night with a 3-1 lead and possibly get a Celtics team without Jason Tatum. That's how quickly games, series, and seasons can turn. The final score in Game 4, New York 121, Boston 113. Back with more on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Today's game doesn't start with the tip-off. It starts off the court with all the work you put in. Putting in reps, putting out goals just to crush them, putting the doubters in their place.
Throw it down. 113-104 New York with 3 minutes left. Tatum is down and hurt. He's calling timeout. 2:58 left. He's grabbing his right ankle. You hate to see this.
Tyler Murray on the call for the Knicks Radio Network. They won 121-113, and they are up 3-1 on the defending champions. No word on the injury to Tatum. Once we have that, we'll pass that along. Joined now by Tom Tolbert, and Tom, the players are warming up right now. The Warriors are down 2-1. They know if they lose, they go down 3-1, and how difficult that is to come back in that situation. Is there extra anxiety right now as you warm up before a game like this?
I don't think so. And if there is, it'll dissipate rather quickly. Once you're in the flow, of the game, I don't think you think about it a lot. You just go out there and try to play the way you know how to play. I just don't think players get caught up in the, down 2-1, up 2-1, down 3-1, up 3-1. It's a race to 4. It always cracks me up when people say, well, is this the most important game of the series? And I say, they're all the most important game of the series. We're only playing to 4. To get to 4 and you win. So they're all really important. Like every one to get you 25% closer to moving on to the next round. So, no, I expect them to come out there and play the same way they have been. Now, there may be certain players who, haven't shot the ball well, Moody, Pajemski, that when they have open shots, there may be a little more anxiety in those shots because you want to see the ball go through the hole. And I always tell people, like when I was scuffling shooting, I either wanted a layup, an offensive rebound, a good pick, or a steal. Like I wanted to feel like I contributed to the team somehow, that it wasn't contingent on me shooting the basketball. Because it really wasn't anyway. But sometimes you get wrapped up into that because that's what everyone sees. So for those players, I would say when Moody comes in and Pajemski's starting, so, try to get an easy shot. Try to hit, you were mentioning it last game, little pull-up shot. The runners are a little harder. He can hit those. We've seen him hit them at a high clip, but try to get something easy, make yourself feel good, and that helps you settle into the game quickly.
Again, this game starting a little bit later because of what happened in the game between New York and Boston. Timberwolves were one game better in the regular season than Golden State. Minnesota finishing with a 49-33 record. But what was most impressive about their mark this year was how even they were home and road. In Minneapolis, they were 25-16. On the road, they were 24-17. This is a team that got better as the year went along. And certainly they have the advantage of having a star, a guy that's going to be a superstar in this league, and that's Anthony Edwards, a fifth-year pro out of Georgia. If he's not a superstar already, he'll be one tomorrow. 26 points a night in the playoffs, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, shooting 43% from the field, 33.8 from beyond the arc. But as you mentioned before, Jaden McDaniels and Oz Reed, those guys were 6 of 7, I believe, from the three-point line in the last game.
And Jaden McDaniels is a monster on defense.
Yes, he is.
Just a monster. And that's, one of the things that really has benefited the Wolves since Steph's been out is he doesn't have to chase Steph around now. He can concentrate on Buddy Hield if he wants, which is an easier assignment for him. He can concentrate on Butler if he wants. Like, he goes down the pecking order, and they just go, okay, you take this guy, and it makes it harder on that player. I mean, he's really matured, and I love his game right now, the way he plays defense. He's not a guy that tries to force the issue on offense, waits for it to come to him, and if you ask him to score, he can, but he's going to concentrate on point-of-attack defense, and boy, he's as tough as they come.
Very, very comfortable in his own skin.
Yes, he is.
And that really is an underrated NBA skill. There's a lot of players out there who try to do everything. And they're really not an everything type of player, and that can get them into trouble sometimes.
As Dirty Harry once said, a man's got to know his limitations.
Well, it's much easier to say that when you have a 450 Magnum in your hand, but okay.
This is true. This is a very good point.
Are you thinking you're lucky?
Do you feel lucky?
You feel lucky?
Well, do you, punk?
Oh, God.
How great were those movies?
Those were awesome. Great San Francisco backdrops.
Yep, absolutely. Yep.
It's Warriors Radio, where you get basketball information and Dirty Harry updates. There you go. Oh, lights are going out here at Chase Center. It's going to be time for our national anthem. The crowd is roaring. They are ready for Game 4. We hope you are, too. And if you're headed out to Chase Center and in the middle of Bay Area traffic, we will keep you updated as to what's going on here. So please, as always, drive safely. Let's go down to the scorer's table and get tonight's national anthem.
As we now ask those who are able to please stand and remove your hats for the singing of our national anthem, being performed by nurse and Bay Area native Ilona Santiago.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Alana Santiago with our national anthem tonight before Game 4. Everybody wearing their bright gold Warriors shirt with the Warriors kind of staggered around the basketball hoop, simulating the Warriors chant that echoes throughout this building and echoed for years across the bay at Oracle in Oakland. Time now for your starting lineups, and they are brought to you by Rakuten for the Minnesota Timberwolves and head coach Chris Finch. Jaden McDaniels will start at one small forward, 6'9", 185 pounds, coming off a 15-point night. 6 rebounds, averaged 12 a game in the regular season, but has upped that total to 16 for the postseason. Julius Randle, playoff triple-double in Game 3. 24 points, 10 rebounds, 12 assists. The 12 assists, a playoff career high for him. Now in his 11th year out of Kentucky, the 7th pick of the 2014 draft. And he's a player that is he's just a really good NBA player. There's no way around that. Rudy Gobert starts at center, 7'1", 258 pounds, now age 32 in his 12th year out of France. Started with the Utah Jazz, came over in a monster trade where Minnesota sacrificed a bevy of draft picks to get him. Had 9 points, 13 rebounds in a game of 3. Did play against the Warriors as a member of the Utah Jazz back in 2017. That was a 4-game sweep for Golden State. Mike Conley Jr. played against the Warriors in 2015 as a member of the Memphis Grizzlies. A very tough series, probably the toughest one the Warriors had in that championship run. A 6-game affair where the Warriors had to do some soul-searching to come away with a win. He's in his 18th year out of Ohio State, only 6 feet tall. Averages 23 minutes a night in the postseason. He had 7 points, 5 assists, 4 boards in Game 3. And then, of course, Anthony Edwards, the number 1 pick of the 2020 draft. Guy who played on Team USA for gold this past summer. 36 points in Game 3, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists. So that's the starting lineup for Minnesota. They lead this best of 7. 2 games to 1. Now it's time to get the Warriors starting lineup. And for that, as always, we go downstairs to our friend, Franco Finn.
Playing in his 13th year from Michigan State, number 23, Draymond Green. In his 9th NBA season out of Oklahoma, number 7, Buddy Hield. In his 2nd year out of Indiana, number 32, Trace Jackson Davis. In his 2nd year out of Santa Clara University, number 2, Brandon Podziemski. And now in his 14th NBA season from Temple, Texas, number 10, Jimmy Butler III.
So there are your starters for head coach Steve Kerr. Stephen Curry is on the floor and trying to stay away from any of the contact. And he'll be there on the bench helping things out. Starters brought to you by Rakuten. Keys to the game brought to you by CarMax. Tom Tolbert has those.
Well, I don't think I've ever used a song I don't do that. That's my guy Mark Gubazon down with the Angels. He always uses a song to tie into his keys of the game.
Wow.
It's too much thought for me. But but one popped into my head today was a Blink-182 song, All the Small Things.
Ooh,
right?
There you
The
go.
offensive rebounds, the turnovers, the identifying cutters, the fast break leak out points, the live ball turnovers that lead to easy buckets. Just all the little things are going to add up in this game. The margins are a lot smaller now. The room for error isn't there anymore. You got to take care of those before you can take care of the bigger things.
You know, sometimes when I talk to R.C. Davis, I think of a song.
Okay, what is it?
It's a Simon and Garfunkel song, The Sounds of Silence.
Hello, darkness, my old friend?
Yes, hello, darkness, my old friend.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
So our officials tonight, Mark Davis is the crew chief. The referee is Courtney Kirkland. The umpire is Pat Frayer. And the alternate, waiting just in case, is the very tall Eric Dalen. The replay center back in your next vacation destination of Secaucus, New Jersey, Justin Van Dyne. Alan Brown's been working hard before the game. He's already spotted a couple of, well, not odd, but certainly not the usual type of shirts and jerseys you would see at this time of the year and season. Andrew Bogut shooting shirt. How about that?
I did where? I did not see that one. I got to check it. Wow, how about that?
Andre Iguodala jersey, Klay Thompson jersey. Warriors wearing black. Says Golden State, semicircle around the front. Gold letters, gold numbers in the backside. Minnesota wearing white. Says Wolves across the front. In blue. Blue letters, blue numbers in the backside. And a blue stripe of the shorts there. A little bit of a different look. Golden State be going left to right. The final bits of limbering up and stretching. While we wait for television to tell us we can go, Mark Davis will step in. He's one of the very best in the association. Draymond Green picks up a little debris to take it to the far sideline. And the Warriors chant starts right at the opening tip. Good to see. Gobert slaps it back to Randall. Randall on a bounce pass to Conley. We're underway. Conley quickly up the floor. Hand off to McDaniels. Takes it between the circles to Edwards. Guarded by Buddy Hield. Spins away. Draymond helps out. Pass batted by Draymond. Loose ball deflected. Edwards gets it back. Swings it over to Conley. Conley shovels it back up to Edwards. Steps to his left. Takes a three. It's up and rattles and doesn't go. Draymond with the rebound. He wants to push pace. Takes it down the left side. Nobody stops him. Takes a 14-footer and buried it. An expected big game out of number 23 tonight.
Well, that's the shot, not just Draymond. That's the shot the Warriors have to take.
McDaniels in the far wing outside the arc. Dribbles on Jimmy Butler. Shoots a deep two. It's off the rim. No good. Jackson Davis with the rebound to Draymond. Here come the Dubs. Buddy Hield. Pass inside to Butler. Stops. Layup no good. Got fouled from behind as Butler put on the brakes and McDaniels could not. And he fouled Butler. Jimmy goes to the line to shoot two.
Well, there's a reason he goes to the free throw line about 10 times a game. Is sometimes, in fact, a lot of times, his primary goal is to get fouled, not score the bucket.
Right.
And look, I mean, it works for him. But again, if you don't get fouled, chances of scoring the bucket are minimal.
You want to check in on tonight's game? Give your 2 cents. Warriors Box on the social media at X and Blue Sky. Plus, you can also email me at timroy@warriors.com. By the way, it's great for our younger Warrior fans. This is a day you should cherish because it's a date the Warriors are not in the lottery. That used to be one of the high holy days of Golden State Warriors basketball. Butler makes the first free throw, missed the second. Dallas has won the lottery. Looks like they're going to get Cooper Flag.
And the West just keeps getting
yes,
westy.
Because we need more good players in the West. Randall spins, shoots over Jackson Davis, short. Good defense, rebound Draymond. A little backward flip to Butler. Butler with a right-hand pass to Draymond. He accelerates to the foul line. Hand off Podziemski. Dribble drive, pump fake, spins, goes up, flipped it up and in. Beautiful move by Podziemski. A 5-0 start, and this place is roaring.
Jump, stop, ball fake.
Randall steps into a three, and nobody looked at him until too late. He buried it on the left wing. But he healed to Draymond. Again, Draymond getting the ball quickly. Attacks, shoots over Randall, no good. Randall with the defensive rebound. Randall comes away down the near sideline. Randall stops, now adjusts, moves in on Butler, swings it through and drives and scores with a left hand.
He's automatic when he gets that left hand.
Ties the game at 5. Warriors have to walk this one up. Taking the ball out of the basket. Pajemski screened by Butler. Back to Jimmy. Jimmy up top. Runs Edwards through a screen. Drives on Gobert. Puts on the brakes. Out to Buddy Hield. Guarded by Conley. Shot clock at 5. Gotta go. Crossover dribble. Buddy Hield goes in. Got fouled on the way. He's going to shoot 2. Driving to the cup. Mike Conley with a tap from behind.
Oh, good aggressive move by Buddy Hield, not settling on that one.
Love the fact that Draymond is accelerating the pace, forcing the Wolves to get back quicker, to think quicker.
That's always a good sign. When he gets the ball in his hands and he's pushing it.
Buddy Hield, you hear from the collective groan from the crowd. Misses a free throw. Buddy's second one is true. And it's a 6-5 Warriors lead. Game 4 here at Chase Center. Mike Conley has to walk the ball up this time. Guarded by Pajemski. Side saddle with a dribble. Bounce pass to Edwards. He'll turn and face. Comes left. Now swings the ball through. Got fouled. Going to be a shot for Edwards. Is that a gather?
Yep.
Pat Frayer says so. And Edwards goes to the line.
The gather.
There it is. Oh, I got you to do that. Oh.
The gather.
Oh.
No one knows what it is.
It's nice to have a little bit of influence, he says.
It's just there.
Edwards' free throw rolls off the rim. I have to say this because it hasn't always been the case in every playoff game so far this year. But the crowd has come ready tonight.
Yeah.
They are ready. Great to see. Kind of feels like Oracle back in the day. Edwards' second free throw good, and we're tied at 6. 9:35 to go. Edwards guarding Pajemski. Pajemski trying to hold him off with a dribble. Leaves the ball for Butler. Bounce pass to Jackson Davis. Takes the lob pass. Now throws it to Draymond. Bounce pass to Butler. Shot clock at 8. Jimmy ISO gives the ball to Buddy Hield. Crowded up to Draymond. Draymond holds it. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Butler steps out, shoots a 3 on the left wing. It's short. Rebound deflected off Gobert's hand. It goes out of bounds. And it's going to be Warriors ball.
Well, get it up on the rim. Never know what could happen.
Yeah.
Could go in. Maybe you get an offensive rebound, or maybe it deflects off Gobert's hands.
Kind of like a shot on goal in hockey.
Exactly. Just get it toward the net.
I hit him with a stick, and I feel great shape. Buddy Hield with the dribble. Up top. Waiting. Doubled. Now feeds to the right wing. There's Butler again. Driving on McDaniels. Takes him for a cruise. Hands off to Jackson Davis. Fumbled it, and they won't get the shot off. It's up by Hield. It's no good. Actually, Buddy got that off. I don't know how he did that. Now Hield goes for a steal. Knocks the ball away from Randall to McDaniels. Back to Randall. Randall now guarded by Buddy. And the Warriors switching all over the floor now. Randall takes him in, throws it out to Conley. Conley drives on Draymond, takes him across the paint, gives it to Edwards. He'll blast down the baseline, goes reverse, no good. Tipped by Gobert, tipped away. Loose ball, Pajemski hustles to it. Save that goes right out to Randall. Randall with it. And we have a foul. A foul or a clock?
I don't know.
He gestured like, Courtney Kirkland gestured like it was a foul. No, it's equipment malfunction. So he reset the clock. That was odd. Edwards will throw it in. Randall with the catch. Guarded by Jackson Davis. Randall with the dribble. Very crafty player. Comes hard left side. Bangs into Jackson Davis. Gets to the paint. Bangs away. Fade away from 12. Off the rim. Rebound Jackson Davis.
Nice job. Trace not letting him get to his left hand.
Pajemski quickly in the front court to TJD. He'll hand it back to Pajemski. Circling left side through a screen. Foul line jumper. Got it. Rattled it home. He shot that with confidence, Tom.
Absolutely. Pulled up from about 14 before Gobert could get to it.
Conley goes baseline. Draws a crowd. Hand off to Edwards. He's open in the corner. It hits a 3. And Minnesota right on top 9-8. Ball knocked away. And delay of game warning against Minnesota. Players sometimes trying to get in the way of the ball to keep the other team from getting the ball off the floor quickly. So it's 9-8, back and forth we go. 7:43 to go, quarter number one. Minnesota on top by one. Jimmy Butler with the ball. Butler, a superb game three. Got it to Buddy Hield. Quick release, that's a brick. Rebound tipped out by Jackson Davis. Run down by Draymond. Back to Buddy. Buddy guarded by Edwards. Finds Pajemski over to Draymond. Draymond calls up Jackson Davis with a screen. 5 to shoot. Draymond stops. Bounce pass in low. Jackson Davis goes up strong. Missed it, but draws the foul on Randall. And TJD will end up in the foul line now. And head coach Steve Kerr, with the example of Trace Jackson Davis, everybody has to stay ready.
Well, the thing I always say is that things change at the drop of a hat, and sometimes it's planned and sometimes it's unplanned, and JK is a perfect example of that. Trace is a perfect example of that. So you have to adapt and adjust, and things may be totally different tomorrow night, and either QP or Moses could get out there and make a couple plays and be part of a good lineup and play extra minutes, and it could go their way. So everyone just has to stay ready.
Trace Jackson Davis missed the first free throw. The second one's up. It's good. And we are tied at 9. The Warriors 3 of 6 to start time from the foul line.
Make sure you stay ready, Tim.
I am staying ready with my Hal Greer jump shot free throw. Julius Randle on the far wing with the dribble. Guarded by Draymond. They've got Edwards isoed on Pajemski. Edwards with the catch. Now dribbles to the right baseline. Shoots over Pajemski. Rolls off the rim. Tipped by Gobert. No good. Tipped again. Tipped out by Draymond. Jackson Davis goes up to get it. Hands it back to Draymond. Up the floor he goes. Right wing to Butler. Butler waits for Pajemski. Pajemski guarded by Edwards. Gets a switch. He's guarded by McDaniel. Shot clock at 10. Pod's going one-on-one here. Cut off. Spins. Fade away from 14. It's going to be short. Butler with the rebound. Warriors get a fresh 14. Back to Pajemski. Back to Butler. Butler to Draymond. Draymond for 3 above the break. Got it! 12-9 Golden State. Draymond sees that one go through.
Well, it's a great sign. The offense looks pretty good. Butler only has a point.
Conley. Baseline cruise, lost the ball, got it back up to McDaniels. He fumbled it, dribbles on Butler, 14-foot fadeaway, up and good. 12-11. Gary Payton has joined the party. Buddy Hield on the bench. Pajemski stumbles through Conley. Ball goes to Draymond to Payton. Payton on the right wing. Back up to Draymond. Butler will screen for Draymond. Pick and roll. Butler the catch in traffic. Out to Payton. To the right corner. It's Pajemski. The 3-ball doesn't go. And Gobert leads Conley down the left wing. Draymond will let him go. He'll shoot the 3 and knocked it down like it was a layup. And the 14-12 score prompts a timeout from Steve Kerr. Minnesota on top. 5:37 to go in the first. On the 95.7 The Game Warriors Radio Network, presented by United Airlines.
Make pet care stress-free with PetMeds, the leading online destination for your pet's health and wellness needs. From healthy, nutrient-packed foods and treats to top-branded flea and tick solutions like Simparica Trio, PetMeds has everything you will need to keep your pets healthy and happy, from puppy or kittens to senior stage. Don't miss Dr. Cuddle's Ready Rescue, a must-have detoxifier for emergencies. Visit PetMeds.com and use promo code WARRIORS for 25% off site-wide. PetMeds, care you trust to keep pets happy and healthy throughout their lives.
Hey, Stephen Curry, it's game day, and you know what that means.
That you're going to talk like an announcer all day long?
Yes, and fans get 10% cash back in arena or online at Warriors Shop by using Rakuten.
That is pretty exciting.
Cash back on Warriors gear is exciting, Stephen Curry.
I think they know it's me.
Good point. We just need to tell them the website.
Rakuten.com/Warriors. RAKUTEN.com/Warriors.
When you hear that, you know what time it is.
Curry lets it fly, my goodness.
A taunt, a declaration. Always relentless. Never wavering.
Can make a windmill dunk.
We believe it in our bones.
Oh, it's an ankle breaker jumper.
For the Bay, for Dub Nation, for our Warriors. Get your playoff tickets now at Warriors.com.
Do you often worry you left the garage door open? With a LiftMaster garage door opener powered by MyQ, you'll never worry again. You can control, secure, and monitor your garage from your smartphone anytime, from anywhere through the MyQ app. As an authorized LiftMaster dealer, Ace's Garage Door Repair and Installation has smart openers designed for your needs, including belt drive motors for ultra-quiet operation, integrated camera for live video, streaming, and battery backup to let you in when the power is out. Trust Ace's Garage Door Repair and Installation for top-notch service and unbeatable reliability. Whether you need a quick fix, a complete replacement, or a brand new installation for your garage door or garage door opener, our skilled technicians are here to get the job done right. With competitive prices, a commitment to quality, and diamond certification, Aces has you covered. Call today at 855-588-2237 or visit acegd.com. That's acegd.com. Aces Garage Door Repair and Installation, where your garage door is our priority.
This is Steve Kerr. You are listening to the Warriors Radio Network, presented by United Airlines.
Tim Lloyd taps over topside the DoorDash broadcast booth. It is a 2-point Minnesota lead, 14-12. 5:37 is our time remaining in the first quarter. The Warriors kind of dictating some pace early, Tom. That's good to see. I think they need to play a little faster.
They got to play fast, but they also have to be aware. Meaning sometimes when you let players play fast, it gets a little loose. You start turning the ball over, you take some bad shots early in the shot clock. Like, they have to get out and explore good opportunities. They have to know what good opportunities are, though, and if they don't have them, they got to pull it back out and run the offense a little bit and try to get a quality shot, because I don't think it's in their best interest to go up and down with this team. Although Minnesota is not a huge fast break team anyway, but they certainly got the athletes to do it if called upon.
Marion checks in on Blue Sky, listening up at Grass Valley. Says the stadium sounds like the Oakland A's tonight. Jonathan Kuminga has checked in for the first time. And the Warrior forward lines up in the far corner. Pajemski right side. Minnesota in a zone. Pajemski one dribble to Payton. Swings it left wing to Kuminga. Bounce past Pajemski. In deep. Gets bumped by Reed. Payton back to Kuminga. Kuminga drives. Hesitates. 5 to shoot. Goes inside and scores.
Nice hesitation, too.
Yeah, he caught Randall. Randall wasn't sure what to do there. But Kuminga with some immediate production using the inside hand on the left side of the bucket. Edwards has the handle down the near wing, guarded by Kuminga. Bounce pass to Naz Reid. Skip pass to McDaniels. Run off the line by Draymond. Baseline jumper up, no good. Draymond called for a foul. Mark Davis with the call. Draymond with the protest. It looked like there was contact there on the way down. Yeah, he got it.
Now, this would have to be something that somebody with access to these type of stats could check on. I'm not going to try to figure it out.
Come on.
But there is no doubt in my mind that during these playoffs, there has been more zone played in these playoffs than maybe the last 2 or 3 combined.
Wow.
Certainly the last year. I do not remember. Like, everyone's playing zone now. And everyone's playing zone for a decent portion of the game.
And they do it, kind of mix it up, keep the team off balance, win a possession.
Yeah, and they got different zones.
Yep.
Like 2 3s, 1 3 1.
Box of 1, triangle 2.
Box of 1, that whatever the hell Houston was playing.
As you said, sometimes they didn't know what they were playing.
I don't think they did.
Jackson Davis to Pajemski. Hacked at by DiVincenzo, and that's a foul. And no gather, no shot for Pods. He'll throw it in. Looking over at Steve Kerr. And once they get everybody lined up correctly. Dante DiVincenzo in front of him. Also came over in that trade with Karl Anthony Towns to New York. Pajemski takes to Draymond. Back to Pods. He'll drive. Shoots on the go. Bank shot too strong. Rebound deflected away. Here comes Edwards. 3-on-3 left side. It's Randall. Randall waits. 1-on-1 with Draymond. Shot clock at 15. Randall bangs away. Fade away. Good. Julius Randall showing what he can do.
That's a shot you got to live with, though. You can't let him get back to the left. Make him fade away over the left shoulder.
Draymond Green to Jackson Davis. Turns the corner. Nobody home and dunked it. Gobert's on the bench now with Naz Reid, Randall, Edwards, DiVincenzo, and McDaniels out there for Minnesota. Chris Finch will play 8 guys. Randall left alone. The Warriors were trying not to switch, and Randall walked into a wide-open 3.
My goodness, he is rolling.
21-16. Minnesota has their largest lead of the game. Warriors led 5-0. Payton pressured by Edwards. Kuminga cuts through, dragging defenders, leaving Draymond open. Top of the key, 3! Boom for Draymond. 21-19. The lead cut down to 2. Randall with the handle. Pajemski switches on him. They double him, and Randall dribbles the ball out of bounds. Impromptu double team. Warriors have been doing that more in the second half of the season and in the playoffs, trapping guys, Tom, right at midcourt.
Yeah, they've done it a lot, and it catches teams off. It surprises me it catches teams off guard anymore, but it does. They don't know how to handle it sometimes.
Butler in, Draymond out. Kevon Looney's checked in. Jackson Davis gets a rest. Payton with a dribble up top. Can't get free. Butler on the right side. They bring Pajemski over. Butler drives by DiVincenzo. Down the lane. Skip pass in the corner. There's Kuminga for 3. Up. No good. Randall with an excellent box out. Pulled the rebound away. Randall up the floor. Stops. Drives it on Looney. Swings the ball up. It's going to be no good. Randall wanted to foul. And Chris Finch with palms to the sky. Kuminga steps down the lane. Finds Payton. He'll let it fly. 3-ball. Right corner pocket. Golden State up by 1. Minnesota calls time with 2:53 to go. First quarter action continues. Game 4 here at Chase Center. 22-21 Warriors. This is playoff basketball.
Hey, Dub Nation. If you're traveling to cheer on the Warriors this season, then the most important thing to pack is the United Airlines app. You can track your bags, change your flight or your seat, get a personalized map of the airport terminal, even talk to a live customer service agent. It's like having a travel agent in the palm of your hand for free. And yeah, that technically makes it a free agent. Download the United app and book your next trip today. United, proud to be the official airline of the Golden State Warriors.
Warriors fans, nothing compares to catching your favorite team IRL, especially during the 2025 NBA playoffs presented by Google. And that all starts with buying tickets at Ticketmaster. Ticketmaster gets you to every round of the 2025 NBA playoffs presented by Google, so you can catch every highlight in person. From seeing your favorite Warriors stars leave it all on the hardwood, to being there to see who gets to raise the Larry O'Brien Championship Trophy. And get 2025 NBA playoffs presented by Google tickets at Ticketmaster. There's no better brag than being able to say you were at the playoffs live.
If you love your customers, you have to try RingCentral. No matter the size of your business, every call, every text, every meeting, every customer conversation matters. With RingCentral, you get a reliable business phone, a modern contact center, and built-in AI across every conversation, all on one platform, so you can focus on the moments that matter. See for yourself at ringcentral.com. RingCentral. Every moment matters.
It's time to get away. The Cache Creek Casino Resort for Money Mayhem cash drawings going on now through May 25th. Every Sunday from 1 to 6 p.m., step into the Money Mayhem booth and collect as much cash and bonus play as you can. Plus, don't miss the grand prize drawing at 7 p.m., where someone is guaranteed to win $20,000 cash. Get away today and cash in at Cache Creek Casino Resort.
Hey, it's your boy Guru. Every time we put a rat on the table during our show, it's brought to you by Atco Pest Control. Atco Pest Control is a family-owned local business proud to provide pest control in the Bay Area for over 35 years. Atco uses natural methods to give you a peace of mind and keep your family out of harm's way. Quality pest control doesn't have to empty your savings either. Don't wait. Go to AtcoPestControl.com for all your pest control needs. They got you covered.
This is Draymond Green. You are listening to the Warriors Radio Network presented by United Airlines.
Well, the Golden State Valkyries' inaugural season starts May the 16th. Get the tip-off mini plan to secure tickets to the Valkyries' first ever regular season home game against the LA Sparks. Plus, there's upcoming games against the Mystics, the Aces, and the Suns. Get your tip-off mini plan now at Valkyries.com. Well, a couple of things, Tom. Draymond Green, 3 of 4 already. He's got 8 points to lead the Warriors. He was 1 of 4 in Game 3. Podziemski's already hit 2 shots. He had 1 shot in Game 3. And the Warriors have 7 different players who have scored, while Julius Randle's been the best player on the floor with 10 points.
Well, the thing that jumps out to me is the Warriors have 5 players that have field goals, and Jimmy Butler's not one of them. And so the offense is very democratic right now, which is a good thing. Guys are stepping up, hitting shots, and the more you get that, they can't just load up on Jimmy Butler because the other guys are feeling comfortable with making some shots.
Edwards guarded by Gary Payton. Now on a switch guarded by Buddy Hield. Edwards will dribble to the right side. Alexander Walker to DiVincenzo. Pump fake, goes strong, upper reverse. Missed it, tipped by Gobert, no good, a whistle. We have a foul. Foul's on Butler. It's going to be a side out because he was on the rebound. And even that, a tip is not a controlled shot. Nope. So it was on the tip. And so it's a side out for Minnesota. Foul at Golden State, 4 on Minnesota. Edwards with it to Naz Reid. Full head start, driving down the lane, gets downhill, the scoop to the hoop, off balance, off glass, and good.
Yeah, he loves that move, catching the ball, moving from left to right. And then just taking it all the way down the lane. It's a long layup. It's about a 5-footer. Tough shot.
So long. Kuminga driving on Reed. Gets around it. Got bumped. No good and a foul. And Jonathan Kuminga being aggressive and getting a screen, getting it downhill, not trying to do more than that. And now works himself to the free throw line.
Well, they got the double screen that time, and Gobert didn't recognize it, so he didn't get over. He could have easily slid off and helped on that, but didn't recognize the double screen, and Kuminga gets all the way to the rim and gets fouled.
Kuminga hits a free throw. By the way, in the other radio booth across the way, we have our friend Alan Horton, the voice of the Wolves, along with your former teammate Jim Peterson. I imagine that you and Jim have probably set a double screen at some point.
No, absolutely. Maybe even been a double clothesline.
You guys would, yeah. Back in the I was going to say, you guys would tap out for each other. Here you go. Your turn.
Yes, we would.
Kuminga knocks down both free throws, 24-23. 2:05 to go. Edwards jumps to the logo, catches, dribbling on Payton, shoots a 3 over the top of him, short. Looney reaches out to grab the rebound. Kuminga up the floor down the right side. Shoveled over to Looney. Looney looks and surveys the floor on the left wing. Dribbles it for Butler, screens for Butler. Butler now guarded by Alexander Walker. Butler lowers his head on the drive, stops in traffic, and throws the ball away. Intended for Looney, but threw it too hard. Butler might be hurt. On the go, DiVincenzo to Gobert to Reed. Cross court to Edwards. Edwards, dribble drive over. Looney goes up. Lost it. Ball deflected off the foot of Edwards. It's out of bounds as he was sitting down on the baseline.
Wow, the Wolves really messed that one up. That should have been an easy 2 points for them, and they overpassed.
Butler
I'm sorry, Tim.
Butler looked like a hit in the face. He goes in, scores. Actually, it was Kuminga with a bucket. Make it 26-23. Butler was right there. Alexander Walker catches up top between the circles to DiVincenzo. He'll shoot the 3 over Buddy Hield. An air ball, and it's out of bounds. Payton quickly throws it into Kuminga. Warriors up 3. Steve Kerr wants to spread the floor here. Looney, hand off Kuminga. Nasty screen by Looney. Kuminga stumbles with a dribble. Guarded by Gobert. Shoots a rainbow over him. Rounded down for Jonathan Kuminga. And that time didn't try to challenge him, Tom.
Yeah, pulled up from 13.
Kuminga now with 8 points. 6-0 run for the Dubs. They lead by 5 again. Edwards with the ball on the right side. The chant of defense echoing through Chase. As Edwards with a left-hand dribble fades and fires from 15. It's up and good. He is so good.
Yeah, well, that's what you hope for. You hope you can force him into a pull-up from about 14, not get all the way to the rim, and he's just talented enough to make those.
Payton to Looney. Payton will go away. Hield sprints up to get the ball from Gavon. Off the screen. Another nasty screen by Looney, who comes down the lane, gets it to Kuminga. Right corner, there's Payton again. Air balls a 3. Edwards has it. 13 seconds to go in the quarter. Edwards at the timeline. Naz Reid called for the ball. He was wide open, and Edwards missed it. Edwards with a dribble. Foul by Payton. Warriors had a foul to give, so it's a good foul. And now a call goes out for another defender. It's a Draymond Green who will take off the hooded warm-up. And Buddy Hield to sit down. Minnesota has 4.1 to go in the quarter. Shot clock, of course, is turned off in this situation. They had the ball with 13. Edwards, cross-court, Alexander Walker. Drives on Draymond, beats him to the rim, and scores with 1 second to go. Kuminga, long pass. Payton the catch, turns, floats it up. Rattled in and went in and out. Oh, it had a chance to go down. That would have been spectacular. But instead, Golden State will go to their bench, leading by 1, 28-27 at the end of 1. Entertaining first quarter of Game 4. Second quarter action's coming your way next on the Warriors Radio Network, presented by United Airlines.
The Dubs are back in the playoffs, and NBC Sports Bay Area has you covered. Watch Warriors pre- and post-game live, hosted by me, Vontae Hill, alongside Hall of Famer Chris Mullen and former members of the Golden State Warriors, Festus Ezeli and Juan Toscano Anderson, and not to mention Zena Cada, 1 hour before and immediately after every playoff game. Plus, listen to the Dubs Talk podcast for the latest news, in-depth analysis, and much more. Authentic moments live here, only on NBC Sports Bay Area.
The Warriors and Chase Center are teaming up with DoorDash to pass the plate and fight food waste and food insecurity one event at a time. Through the Pass the Plate program, all prepared and unserved food from Chase Center events is safely packaged and delivered to local nonprofits who work with people experiencing food insecurity. 40,000 meals and counting have already been donated. To learn more, visit chasecenter.com/passtheplate.
Greetings, Boomtown. Ever since this neighborhood switched to Xfinity Internet,
the Wi-Fi is booming!
Xfinity combines the power of internet and mobile with one all-in plan.
So we've all got lightning-fast, secure Wi-Fi speeds at home and on the go with Wi-Fi Power Boost from Xfinity Mobile.
You get the most reliable Wi-Fi with our best in-class equipment and unlimited data included. Plus, add an unlimited mobile line.
All for only $40 a month for 1 year. To celebrate this combo, we're mashing our shows together.
It's everything you need all in one plan. Plus, learn how to get a free 5G phone with a premium unlimited line. Now, sit back and relax with the smooth, relaxing sound
of face-melting acid metal!
Brilliant.
Visit Xfinity.com to learn more. Ends June 23rd with paperless billing and autopay to stored bank account. Restrictions apply. Xfinity Internet gateway required. Texas fees extra. After 1 year rate increases to $110 a month. After 2 years regular rates apply. Actual Wi-Fi speeds vary. Most reliable Wi-Fi based on Open Signal Awards USA. Fixed broadband experience report August 2024.
This is Draymond Green. You are listening to the Warriors Radio Network, presented by United Airlines.
It's a 28-27 game at the end of 1. Golden State with the lead. They're shooting 50%, 10 of 20 from the field, 3 of 9 from 3. But they have missed 3 free throws in their 8 tries. Minnesota shooting 41.7%, but they're 4 of 7 on threes at 57%, which means they're 6 of 17 from 2. Rebound dead even. Warriors with 2 turnovers, Minnesota with 1. Neither team has scored points off turnovers. 8 points for Draymond Green, 8 for Jonathan Kuminga, 10 for Julius Randle. Edwards played the entire quarter, had 6 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists.
Well, I think you love the fact that the Warriors have gone to the free throw line 8 times here in the first quarter and have outscored the Wolves 12-10 in the paint. They've made it tough on the Wolves in the paint. The Warriors 6 for 10, the Wolves only 5 for 13, so the Wolves are getting there. They're just having a harder time finishing in the paint. But really, I love the fact that it's been scoring by committee. Jonathan Kuminga's come in and done what he's been doing so far since he's got some run in this series. But everybody is pitching in, and right now it's not, hey, get the ball to Jimmy and stand around and watch him work. It's letting the offense work, and guys are hitting shots.
Golden State with the first possession of the second quarter. Attacking the basket to our right. Jimmy Butler holding. Nobody gets open. Hield to Looney. Shot clock at 7. And now Looney waiting. Nobody moving. Handoff Hield. Back to Looney. Kevon turns. Floats it up. It's good. Ugly but effective. And the Warriors lead 30-27.
You take that.
Yeah. Well, Kevon Looney one-hander there. Alexander Walker with Randall, Conley, Reed, and McDaniels. It's Conley to Randall, down the lane, lost the ball, collision, whistle, foul. Mark Davis, who was lobbied thoroughly by Minnesota coach Chris Finch during the quarter break. But there was a lot of contact there. Is that going to be on Looney? Yeah, Looney from behind with the push. That hand in the back. So Julius Randle to the free throw line.
Looney's like, what are you talking about? I always put my hand in their back. You can't call that.
Randle slides home the first free throw. David Kensington emails. He's toasting his favorite coffee achiever, Jimmy B, with his new Burundi. Love it when he talks about coffee. Randle will get a second free throw here. He's off to a great start again. Knocks down both. 30-29, 12 points and 3 boards for Julius Randle. Podziemski, far sideline. Toss to Kuminga, middle of the floor between the circles. On a switch gets Naz Reid. Drives left, down the lane. Bounce pass to Looney. Pump fake, goes up strong, missed it. Got his own rebound. Back up, no good. Tip, no good. Rebound, Reid. Reid clears to McDaniels. McDaniels down the near wing. Holds off Kuminga. Finds Naz Reid. Reid stops and shoots a 3 over Looney.
Yikes.
And nailed it.
Wow, he's usually a catch and shoot guy. That was anything but.
Dribbled back up off the dribble 3. Podziemski down the lane, puts on the brakes. He's in trouble in the paint. Throws a high pass, good catch by Kuminga. He throws a pass off the hand of Buddy Hield. Hield back to Kuminga, down the lane he goes, lost the ball, dropped it. Naz Reid comes up with it. Reid in the corner to Conley, back to the trailer, up with Alexander Walker's 3. That's good, and Minnesota on fire beyond the arc. And it's 35-30 Wolves. 8-0 Minnesota run. Podziemski, hand checked by Alexander Walker, stops and shoots at 2. It's a back rim miss. And the rebound to Randall. Randall over to Reid. Reid with the ball. Lost it, got it back. Left wing, brings it middle, goes cross court to Conley with a pass. Alexander Walker, head bob, and a foul call by Courtney Kirkland because of the head bob by Alexander Walker.
I didn't love the last possession because all it was Looney re-screening for Podziemski 3 straight times. Instead of it didn't work the first time or second time, swing it to the opposite side. Get the backside of the play.
Wolves have it, attacking the basket to our left. Randall isoed on Looney, shoots over the top of him and hits that 3. My goodness. They're 7 of 10 from distance, and they've hit some really tough shots.
Tough shots.
38-30 Minnesota. Buddy Hield puts on the brakes, nails a triple above the break on the left side. Mike Conley was looking for a drive, and all of a sudden he realized Buddy Hield wasn't there. Conley outside to Randall. He drives, spins back to his left, fumbled the dribble, picks it up, throws it out to Alexander Walker. Chased by Podziemski. Rotates to a wide open McDaniels for 3. No good. Finally, they miss one. Podziemski in the backcourt feeds Looney. Looney ahead to Buddy Hield. Hield on the far side gets the ball to Butler. Guarded by Alexander Walker. Butler goes cruising left baseline. Muscle move. No good. Tipped in his own miss. 38-35 now. Naz Reid drops the ball in the front court. And Buddy Hield with the intercept. Hield gets it to Kuminga. Kuminga attacks. Gets to the paint. Leans in. Steps in. Left hand layup good. Alexander Walker thought he had a charge, but the whistles were silent. And Kuminga takes advantage. He's in double figures. And now the Warriors on a run. It's a 7-0 push. Randall guarded and tackled by Kevon Looney. It's a 2-yard gain, setting up second down and 8.
I thought that was a tackle for loss.
He leaned forward. He got the yards and the lead. See? Just got across the line of scrimmage.
Oh, my goodness.
Somewhere there's an old coach who was at UCLA saying, see, I told you, he could have played defensive end. So now Edwards gets back off the bench time after resting for 3.5 minutes here. Third team foul on Golden State, by the way. Minnesota has none. Podziemski will sit. Payton comes in. Draymond Green's in with Trace Jackson Davis. Hield and Butler round out the 5. Edwards in, Alexander Walker out. And Conley gets it to Edwards. He'll turn off a screen. Bounce pass to Randall. Randall drives on Jackson Davis. Running with the left hand. Got to that left hand again and scores.
Yeah, Trace Jackson Davis he has done a nice job against him. That time he got to his left, and that's what happens. Layup.
40-37 Minnesota. Jackson Davis gives the ball to Payton. Cross court to Butler on the right wing. To Buddy Hield. Right sideline. 3. No good. Rebound Randall. Randall on the jog. He's got 17. And we have plenty of time left in this first half. With the dribble, one-on-one. Gets it to McDaniels. Guarded by Butler. Nowhere to go. Screens for Randall. Now Randall guarded by Butler on the switch. On the right side. Shot clock at 6. Left-hand dribble. Backs him down to the paint. Lost the ball again. Pump fake. Fade away from 18. Got it! Oh, my goodness! What a bucket by Julius Randall.
That had to be about a 15% chance.
Butler could not have defended that better. And a bounce pass, Draymond turns it over, threw it right to Naz Reid, ahead to McDaniels. Drives in, Euro steps, goes up and scores. Timeout Warriors. A great shot by Randall, followed by a turnover. And a timeout for Golden State. They're down by 7, 44-37. On the Warriors Radio Network, presented by United Airlines.
Nothing beats listening to the Warriors. Well, maybe listening to the Warriors with a spread of Mazzetta olives, peppers, and assorted tasty delights. That'd be nice. Better yet, listening to the Warriors with some Mazzetta from a villa in the south of Italy, on your own private island, and your own basketball court. Mazzetta, family owned from the heart of Napa Valley, bringing you life's greatest pleasures. Don't forget a Mazzetta, proud partner of the Golden State Warriors.
If you love your customers, you have to try RingCentral. No matter the size of your business, every call, every text, every meeting, every customer conversation matters. With RingCentral, you get a reliable business phone, a modern contact center, and built-in AI across every conversation, all on one platform, so you can focus on the moments that matter. See for yourself at ringcentral.com. RingCentral. Every moment matters.
Do you have 3 ex-wives and your current trophy wife wants a life insurance policy 3 times the size of the policies you had to purchase for your previous mistakes? If so, you need to call Big Lou at Term Provider, 800-777-1979. Big Lou is intimately familiar with your problems, and if you're 50 or 60 years old and in reasonably good health, a $1 million policy should only cost about $100 to $200 per month. Big Lou may have a solution for your previous policies as well. You may even save enough money to lighten the load on your new $1 million policy. Remember, call Big Lou. He's like you, except he's only on number 2. Call Term Provider at 800-777-1979. That's 800-777-1979. For $1 million in term life insurance that you can live with. Call Big Lou at 800-777-1979. 800-777-1979.
Did you know that most people wait 6 or 7 years before they buy a new TV? That's a lot of time in front of one TV. So why not get one of the best sets for the next 7 years, like one of the top-rated Samsung, LG, or Sony models? Too expensive? What if you could get up to $1,000 trade-in for your old set? Who would do a stupid deal like this? Right now, at Video Only, you can get big bucks for your old set as a trade-in and a hot price on the new models. Don't be sorry. Check out Video Only.
This is Kevon Looney. The Warriors 24-25 season is presented by Kaiser Permanente.
Well, the Wolves hitting some really tough shots right now. 44-37 the count. Randall has 19 on 7 of 10 shooting. And again, they're up by 7 with 7:26 left in the first half.
Well, the threes have been the difference in this game. And as you said, a lot of them have not been easy threes. And that last bucket, that wasn't a three by Randall, but that was a good 18-foot fadeaway that was, again, probably a 1-in-5 shot. And the way he's feeling right now, he's 7 for 10, 19 points. He just bottomed that thing like it was nothing. So the Warriors have done a decent job, turnovers, decent job keeping him off the offensive glass. It's just the threes. I mean, and look, it's the NBA. You go down the list of games and go, what was the difference? Threes, the threes, the threes. That's just the modern NBA. So at some point those numbers should come down. Can't guarantee it, but 63% on 7 of 11. They're rolling.
Draymond Green up the floor with a bounce pass to Butler. And here we go. Warriors back in action. Butler gets downhill. Cut off by McDaniels. Just bangs him out of the way. Goes in, lays it in. Let's get an easy bucket coming out of the timeout. Hasn't been the case throughout this series. Randall to Edwards. Warriors in the zone defense now. Edwards left sideline. Back up to Randall between the circles. Payton in front of him. Screened by Naz Reid. Randall checks the clock. 5. Got to go with 3. Step back. 3 off the dribble. No good. It goes out of bounds. I fully expected that one to go in.
So did I. I was shocked when it didn't.
Draymond Green at midcourt with the handle. Butler calls for the ball, gets it. Checked by McDaniels, an excellent defender. And DiVincenzo won't switch on the play, but he heeled cuts. Ball goes off his shoulder, run down by Payton. Back to Butler with 5 on the clock. Gotta go with 3, with 2. Spins, hangs, shot up. It's on the rim and rolls down. Soft touch by Jimmy Buckets. And it's 44-41. Minnesota's lead down to 3.
He gets that ball up on his ascent. He doesn't wait to the top of his jump. And that's a lot of times the defender's taller, but he'll get it up over him.
Edwards on the left wing. Back to Naz Reid, to Dante DiVincenzo. Penetrates the zone, lost the ball, goes on the deck to get it. It's going to be a timeout for Minnesota. Thought we might get a jump ball, but Pat Frayer says no. Well, Minnesota calls time with 6:01 to go. It's game 4. It's playoff basketball. It's not going to be easy. It may not be fun. But it's 44-41, Minnesota on top. We'll take the break on the Warriors Radio Network, presented by United Airlines.
Say you're a coach in Chase Center and need to draw up a last-second play. Or you're a fan in Section 212 craving nachos. Well, Google Cloud AI can help with both. The Warriors are using Google Cloud AI to break down every move on the court, helping coaches game plan. And for fans, the same AI powers the mobile app, giving you personalized content, highlights, and yes, nachos ordered from your phone. With AI, you're always in the game, even off the court. Google Cloud, the official AI partner of the Golden State Warriors.
The Dubs are back in the playoffs, and NBC Sports Bay Area has you covered. Watch Warriors pre- and post-game live, hosted by me, Vontae Hill, alongside Hall of Famer Chris Mullen and former members of the Golden State Warriors, Festus Ezeli and Juan Toscano Anderson, and not to mention Zena Keita, 1 hour before and immediately after every playoff game. Plus, listen to the Dubs Talk podcast for the latest news, in-depth analysis, and much more. Authentic moments live here, only on NBC Sports Bay Area.
Now it's time for the closer of the week. Presented by LiftMaster and R&S Doors. Turn your garage into the envy of the neighborhood. Visit rsdoors.com.
This week's closer comes from Marco from Brisbane. We've had an electric gate on our property for nearly 25 years. R&S has provided the best service by far. They are thorough, efficient, courteous, and they respond quickly to our calls.
Recently, my garage door opener was not working. I was in need of a closer. I was put in touch with R&S Doors, and they hooked me up with a brand new garage door opener from LiftMaster. With LiftMaster's MyQ connectivity, my garage door opener can be controlled right from my smartphone. You'll know when a door or gate has been left open and can close it with a tap, no matter where I am. Be one of the first 10 callers and receive 20% off a LiftMaster garage door opener.
Call 1-800-FIX-A-DOOR. That's 800-FIX-A-DOOR. Or visit rsdoors.com. R&S Doors. Look for the red truck.
Attention facility professionals, property managers, and building owners. Don't miss the West Coast Buildings and Facilities Management Conference, Thursday, May 22nd at the Alameda County Fairgrounds in Pleasanton. Earn free education, connect with over 100 vendors and experts, and enjoy free lunch at the Bay Area's annual event for building and facility management. Sponsored by IFMA, AFE, and NECA, this is your one-stop shop for all things buildings and facilities across the Bay Area. Register today at proexpos.com. That's PROEXPOS.com.
This is Trace Jackson Davis. The Warriors 2024-25 season is presented by Kaiser Permanente.
The crowd being entertained during the timeout by Scooby, the Wonder Dog. Little dunking action there, Tom.
Little Chihuahua's got his little soft basketball.
Yep.
Get in there and did a nice 360. I mean, he was on the ground the whole time, but still I was pleased. He was pleased with himself. I think we're all happy with that.
The feet on, paws on the ground dunk worked for Georgie Murzon, back in the day.
Well, that's a big man. Well, that was
Boban.
a big man.
Yeah.
Boban, big man, too. Big man.
Positively enjoyed that.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Dante DiVincenzo will toss it in. Deep in the right corner, way out to midcourt, and Payton fouls Naz Reid on the catch. There's no reason to foul him there.
No, he just got overly aggressive trying to get the steal, and he just wrapped him up.
It was better to go for a strip after he caught.
Yeah.
But Payton with his second foul. That's a 14th foul. Wolves yet to be whistled for a foul. McDaniels lobbing it middle to Reid. Reid over to DiVincenzo. Drives on Jackson Davis. Pump fake. Locked up. Got to Naz Reid. One dribble. Outside. There's Payton the steal. Got in the passing lane. Takes it front court to Buddy Hield. Back to Payton. A little flip in the paint. No good. Rebound. Payton goes back up. No good. Tipped it in. No, it's offensive interference. And now Golden State comes back up. No bucket for the Warriors. Boy, that's an opportunity lost there. They had a really good look at the basket. Reid, Edwards, DiVincenzo, all with a touch against the zone. Dante, deep three, knocked it down. The Wolves are 8 of 13 from distance. 8 of 13. 47-41. Draymond on the foul line. Out to Jackson Davis. He'll dribble it far wing. Pass to Draymond, left corner. Over Gobert. Air ball. Rebound DiVincenzo. Throws ahead for McDaniels. A great catch. One dribble on the baseline. Locked up. Falling out of bounds. Got it to Edwards. Run off the line by Payton. Goes in with a drive and got it to crawl over the rim, and it's up and good. 8-point lead for Minnesota. Largest lead of the game for either team. Draymond right side to Buddy Hield. Quick three on the way. Splash! Buddy Love makes it now a 5-point deficit.
Yeah, they need to get him as many looks as possible because he's pretty locked in.
Dante with a Euro step down the lane, missed it as he got around Draymond. Draymond's pass stolen in midcourt by Edwards. Edwards walks up into a three. No good, Buddy. Hield, and all of a sudden we're in a track meet here in game 4. Hield at midcourt. Spins on McDaniels. Now driving, stops, top of the key, throws it back out to Draymond, back to Buddy. Fakes, tries to step around McDaniels, got bumped, got fouled on the way down. That's got to be a flagrant. He wrapped him up from behind, around the neck, and threw him down. There's a wind-up.
Yeah.
That's got to be looked at.
That's a flagrant one.
Absolutely. There's a wind-up above the neck, contact, and then grabbed him by the jersey and threw him down. And McDaniels is hot. He's talking to Pat Frayer. Buddy Hield's still on the ground.
Well, if it's not a flagrant, it's got to be a horse collar.
Ah, yes. Warriors Radio, a land of mixed metaphors.
There's no doubt. Well, he was upset because he thought Buddy stiff-armed him, so there's no doubt he did. There's no doubt.
Whacked him in the
whacked
neck.
him in the chest. So he was mad at that point.
Right.
So when he got the ball back and he got by him, he just said, heck with it. I'm going to get a little retribution here.
Now, McDaniels, to remember, he's the same guy that started a game here at Chase by grabbing the jersey of Klay Thompson and trying to throw him to the ground, and which started the Rudy Gobert went after Klay Thompson, Draymond went after Gobert, and Draymond got the bad end of that. Naz Reid and Draymond had a little talking to there.
Yeah, I mean, if that's not a flagrant, I don't know what is. No, I mean, is Buddy hurt? No, he's not hurt, but
it fits the definition.
Wind up, shoulders, unnecessary. I mean,
yeah, absolutely.
So that absolutely should be a flagrant one.
Well, this calendar review brought to you by our friends at Ring Central, and Justin Van Dyne earning his money back in Secaucus, New Jersey. Helping out Mark Davis and Courtney Kirkland, Pat Frayer.
Now, to me, that's even worse than if you whack a guy and he sees you coming. At least he sees you coming.
Right, yeah.
This one's from behind. So there are some I look at and go, man, let's play on. Excuse me, let's play on. That one, though, that was just, he was mad. He was mad. He got hit in the throat.
Frustrated.
And again, I would be. I have been. You get hit, you're like, oh, okay, that's how we're playing.
Here's Mark Davis.
Upon review, it has been determined that none of the elements of a flagrant foul exist. Therefore, this will be ruled a common foul after we gather 2 free throws.
Wow, I'm shocked.
Wow.
That surprised me.
Wow. No flagrant foul.
He
wound up from behind, hit him above the shoulder, and then grabbed him to the floor by grabbing the jersey. That's an everyday play in the NBA. We see that all the time.
Yeah, that one. I'm not buying that one.
That's just brutal. Just brutal.
I try to give these guys as much of the benefit of the doubt as I can, but that one, I mean, I don't get it.
I've never seen that play before. Like that. That is just inexplicable that you can wind up, clobber a guy over the shoulder. Now, granted, he didn't hit him hard.
No.
But he still was above the shoulder.
Exactly.
And they tell us this all the time when they do their explanations. And then they grab the jersey and pull him down. It's a common foul. It looks really common. Free throw good for Buddy. This is where they lose me. You know, I try to, like you, I try to defend them, try to give them the benefit of the doubt. It's an impossible game to referee correctly. It's too fast. There's too many huge, talented athletes who know the rules. But when they do that just loses me.
Oh.
Buddy Hield hits the second free.
And guess what? Chris Finch knew that Jaden McDaniels was steaming a little bit too because he took him out of the game.
Yeah, good move.
Yep.
A good coaching move. Mike Conley with Gobert, Edwards, Randall, and DiVincenzo. Hield's free throws make it 49-46. Warriors staying in this zone now, Tom. DiVincenzo and Conley play catch up top. Now to Randall. He'll turn, pressured by Podziemski. Drives on Podziemski. Gets it over to Conley with 3 with 2. Ball knocked away and a foul called on Buddy Hield on a rip through. Either way, they're shooting free throws.
Yep, hand in the cookie jar, as Chick Hearn used to say.
Boy, I don't know.
You don't think he got his left hand? I think his left hand got his left hand.
Well, isn't the hand part of the ball, or is that only on shooting?
No, it's not part of the ball.
It's only on shooting? Only on shooting when you can slap the guy's hand?
I'm not a part of that.
Go by?
Not a part of that contingency.
Oh, my goodness. Conley at the free throw line. And he hits the first.
Well, the one thing I would tell Buddy Hield, don't have your hands down there then.
Exactly.
Don't give him a reason to blow the whistle.
Especially with 3 seconds on the shot clock. You got to have a little bit of awareness of where the time is. Conley wearing lumps. Hits the second. Oh, they're giving him a shot on that.
I didn't think that. Now that, I thought it was a rip-through.
It was a rip-through.
That's what I thought, too.
The ball was down below his knees when he went to it. He wasn't gathered and shooting. Now I'm really lost.
Where's our GPS?
Yeah, 3 of them and doubled the Wolves' advantage. Weird ending to this half now. Buddy Hield dribbles on count, holds them off, steps through, puts a shot in traffic. No good. Rebound Edwards. Here come the Wolves again, up 6. Edwards puts on the brakes, guarded by Kuminga, who's checked in, drives right by him, goes up, pass to the corner, DiVincenzo, out to Conley, back to Dante, run off the line, Conley wide open for 3, missed it, up top, rebound on the deck, good box out by Kuminga and Draymond, and Looney gets it over to Hield, now to Draymond, stops and shoots a 15-footer, no good, tipped by Buddy, no good, tipped by Looney, hits up and good, low right.
There you go, just volleyball that thing back and forth.
52-48. Gobert right down Broadway, feeds Conley. Conley steps to his right off the fake, missed a 3, rebound tipped out. Buddy Hield's got it. Buddy's got a breakaway right down Broadway and lays it in.
Oh, jailbreak, just out. See ya.
52-50. The Warriors showing their mental toughness hanging around here. 11 for Buddy Love. Edwards with 2:45 remaining. Passes to DiVincenzo. Back to Edwards up top. Over to Dante. Right side of the zone. Warriors crowding. One dribble. Picked it up. Bounce pass low to Randall. Shot clock with one. Randall down the lane. The runner no good. Rebound. Looney outlet to midcourt to Kuminga. Kuminga on the attack. Goes by Conley and got fouled. Good foul by Conley. And Kuminga to shoot two. And listen to the crowd. Egged on by Buddy Hield. Interesting here, Tom. Jimmy Butler was at the scorer's table, and Steve Kerr sat him back down. I think he's saying, hey, this group is playing well right now. Let's let them keep going. Kuminga's first free throw is good.
Well, he's already at 17 minutes, so he figures if he could buy him a couple more minutes, you know, maybe you have to play him 22
in the second half.
And exactly.
Yeah. Jonathan Kuminga in 11 minutes, Tom, has 11 points. Yet to grab. Leave the rebound to somebody else. Second free throw. Front rim, glass, and good. A 6-0 burst by the Dubs in 50 seconds. Ties the game at 52. Game 4. Playoff action continues. Warriors in man-to-man now. Conley with a low bounce pass to Randall. Randall waits for Edwards. Goes backdoor. Bad pass. Pajemski to steal. Draymond to Kuminga. Kuminga spinning, waiting. Back to Draymond it goes. Gets it across the timeline to Pajemski. Bang by Naz Reid. Shots up. No good. And Pajemski's going to go to the line to shoot two.
And that's what getting it up quick does, right? You don't have to shoot it, but if you have an opening like Pajemski did, you get an advantage and force Naz Reid to foul you on the way to the hole.
Pajemski hits the first. He'll get another. By the way, you can save 3 lives in 1 hour. All you have to do is donate blood with the Stanford Blood Center. Go to StanfordBloodCenter.org and become a life-saving Warrior. 53-52. Last time the Warriors led it was 30-27. Tom, look at the rebounding numbers so far. As Pajemski hits both free throws. That's a 2-point lead for the Dubs.
Yeah, the Warriors did a fantastic job, and especially on the offensive glass, their defensive glass, not letting the Wolves get extra opportunities.
Randall to Edwards. Drives, makes a quick move, shoots over Kuminga. Nothing there. Ball tipped away. Conley's got it. Outside to Naz Reid. Dribbles into traffic. Shoveled it out to Randall. Draymond trying to force him right. Good job there. He'll shoot it from the right wing. Bounces over the backboard. Tipped away. Looney's got it to Buddy Hield. Hield, bounce past Draymond. Left side, bangs it on Conley. Throws it out to the corner to Kuminga. Kuminga, guarded by Reid. Shot clock at 12. Kuminga just dribbling in the corner now. Now wheels to the paint. Gets to the rim. Fouled hard by Reid. Kuminga to shoot two, and Kuminga has words for Reid.
Well, once Kuminga got him squared up, it was just too quick for him. Reid was trying to force him baseline, and when he squared up, jab step baseline, get Reid to jump a little bit, and then he just exploded toward the center of the court.
It's a third foul on Naz Reid. And that's their first foul in the last 2 minutes, so they don't have a foul to give now. Again, echoing throughout Chase Center, that chant we like to hear, which is Warriors. Now Reid and Conley out. Now we get a delay of game warning on the Warriors. Courtney Kirkland says Kuminga wasn't lined up on the free throw line. That's kind of harsh. Second free throw for Kuminga here. He's on the way. He knocked it down. 56-52. 10-0 one for the Golden State Warriors. They lead by 4. Alexander Walker gets it on the near wing. Got it over to Edwards. Alexander Walker gets it back, pump fake, shoveled it Edwards left side against the zone. Edwards dribbles, fades, fires for 3, swish. He is so good.
And he just explodes up out of that crossover too.
Got 11 points. Draymond pass to Kuminga. Gets it away from Randall. Goes double clutch. Shot blocked. Looney pump fake. Looney got fouled. Boy, Looney got a rebound. He turned and just knocked Jonathan Kuminga out of bounds.
One thing I love about Looney is he loves the pump fakes.
Oh, he does.
Because he's not a high flyer by any stretch. He needs to get people out of position or up off their feet, and he knows that's a great way to do it. Pump fake, get people to jump, then go back up and get fouled.
See, a lot of times, didn't Charles Barkley say when you see a lot of pump fake, it's time to go? But for Kevon Looney, he's been pump faking his whole career. Exactly. Looney's trip to the line, fruitful as he knocks down the first. When you're playing pickup, you know it's time to go when you're the older guy and you start grabbing the jersey of the 18-year-old guy you're trying to guard because he's moving too much. It's like, oh.
I always said it's time to go when the most used word you use during the course of a pickup game is help.
yeah. Look out.
Help.
58-55 as Looney slides home 2. Looney now with 6 points. Warriors getting scoring from different avenues here tonight. Edwards dribbles up top. Fires over to McDaniels to DiVincenzo. Back to McDaniels who wheel down the paint. Shoots it, goes in and out. Tipped out. Kuminga grabbed it. He might have double dribbled. Takes it across the timeline. Working on Alexander Walker, and Draymond comes over to bail him out. Takes a handoff right on the hash mark. 19 seconds to go before halftime. Draymond wants to wind this down. There's a difference of 5 seconds of change between the two clocks. Podziemski screens for Kuminga up top. Spins around Edwards, drives in over McDaniels. Block, whistle, foul as Kuminga goes down. McDaniels will pick up another foul. And Jonathan Kuminga is doing a great job of getting to the line here in the first half.
Yeah, he has been fantastic, and the Warriors are paying it off. 15 for 18 from the free throw line here in the first half.
So now McDaniels, the second Timberwolf to pick up 3 fouls. And you heard the net move on that free throw. Payton in for defense. So it is Draymond, Looney, Kuminga, Payton, and Podziemski. Conley comes in for offense with 8 seconds to go for Minnesota. The Warriors, who have not scored 100 in a few games here, and they've got a 59-point half with 8 seconds to go. Here comes Braxton Key. Another great example of you have to stay ready if you're on the bench for Steve Kerr. Braxton Key will come in for defense, replacing Looney. Without Gobert there, I guess they're just looking to get a long wing in there.
Yeah, no, they want to be able to guard all the perimeter players.
Right.
And what they don't want is a drive, draw, kick for a 3 to end the half.
Second free throw up and good for Kuminga. He's 8 for 8 here in the first half. Randall into Edwards. 7 seconds in the backcourt. Payton right in front of him. Edwards at midcourt. Crossover dribble. Deep 3 in front of the logo. Good at the buzzer by Anthony Edwards. What a shot. There are 2 Warrior defenders there. He's got 14 at the break. And what a first half this has been. 60-58, Golden State leading by 2. 16 for Kuminga, 11 for Buddy Hield, 19 for Julius Randle, and 14 for Anthony Edwards. It promises to be an outstanding second half coming your way next right here on the Warriors Radio Network, presented by United Airlines.
The Dubs are back in the playoffs, and NBC Sports Bay Area has you covered. Watch Warriors pre- and post-game live, hosted by me, Vontae Hill, alongside Hall of Famer Chris Mullin, and former members of the Golden State Warriors Festus Ezeli and Juan Toscano Anderson, and not to mention Zena Queta, 1 hour before and immediately after every playoff game. Plus, listen to the Dubs Talk podcast for the latest news, in-depth analysis, and much more. Authentic moments live here, only on NBC Sports Bay Area.
15 years ago, PG&E launched Power Pathway, an education and job training program developed to increase the number of skilled workers in the energy industry. Since then, 85% of the graduates have been hired by PG&E or the construction utility industry. Focusing on students in underserved communities, women, and military veterans, Power Pathway is helping the next generation of PG&E energy professionals build a better future for themselves and a clean energy future for California. To learn more, visit pge.com/powerpathway.
Breaking news.
An upgrade storm's on the way.
With Xfinity Mobile Premium Unlimited, you can upgrade your phone up to 2 times a year.
How's it looking out there, Rick?
The Wi-Fi is still booming!
Now through June 21st, existing Xfinity Internet customers can get an unlimited line included for a year. Learn more at xfinitymobile.com. Restrictions apply. Requires Xfinity 300 megabit internet or above. Taxes and fees extra. After promo, regular rates apply. Reduced speeds after use of monthly data included with your data option. Data thresholds may vary.
When you hear that, you know what time it is.
Curry lets it fly, my goodness.
A taunt, a declaration. Always relentless. Never wavering.
Kuminga windmill dunk.
We believe it in our bones.
Oh, it's an ankle breaker jumper.
For the Bay, for Dub Nation, for our Warriors. Get your playoff tickets now at Warriors.com.
Postseason dunks, threes, buzzer beaters. There's so much NBA happening. I gotta keep up.
Whoa, take it easy there. There's a better way to NBA. All playoffs long.
Wait, really?
With the NBA app, you get real-time stats and scores for every playoff matchup. Witness playoff drama as it unfolds.
Seriously?
Catch every bucket all in one place, all for free.
Where have you been all my life?
There's a better way to NBA. Download the app today. Available on the Google Play, Apple app, and Android stores.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
Good from about a step across half court. Just ridiculous.
This is the Warriors halftime show,
presented by United,
the official airline of the Golden State Warriors. United, good leads the way.
Here's R.C. Davis.
This halftime report presented by United. The Warriors lead the Wolves by a basket, 60-58. No Steph Curry. Wolves lead 2-1. Jonathan Kuminga with 16 to lead the Warriors in scoring, half of that coming from the line. And then Buddy Hield doing it with defense.
Conley steps to his right off the fake, missed a three, rebound tipped out. Buddy Hield's got it. Buddy's got a breakaway right down Broadway and lays it in.
Oh, jailbreak. Just out. See ya.
52-50. The Warriors showing their mental toughness hanging around here.
Hield's got 11. Jimmy Butler with 7. Draymond Green has 8 points and 5 rebounds. Julius Randle pacing Minnesota with 19. The Golden State Community Foundation auction is live for playoffs. Don't miss your chance to bid on exclusive items and experiences. All proceeds positively impact youth in the Bay Area. Go to Warriors.com/auction to place your bid today. Well, defending champs with a big-time injury. We'll get to that next. On the Golden State Warriors audio network presented by United Airlines.
Hey, Dub Nation. If you're traveling to cheer on the Warriors this season, then the most important thing to pack is the United Airlines app. You can track your bags, change your flight or your seat, get a personalized map of the airport terminal, even talk to a live customer service agent. It's like having a travel agent in the palm of your hand for free. And yeah, that technically makes it a free agent. Download the United app and book your next trip today. United, proud to be the official airline of the Golden State Warriors.
The Dubs are back in the playoffs, and NBC Sports Bay Area has you covered. Watch Warriors pre- and post-game live, hosted by me, Vontae Hill, alongside Hall of Famer Chris Mullin, and former members of the Golden State Warriors Festus Ezeli and Juan Toscano Anderson, and not to mention Zena Queta, 1 hour before and immediately after every playoff game. Plus, listen to the Dubs Talk podcast for the latest news, in-depth analysis, and much more. Authentic moments live here, only on NBC Sports Bay Area.
Here at the Almond Joy Factory, where tropical vibes abound, we use soft, fresh-tasting coconut.
The crunchiest almonds and delicious chocolate candy.
Ah, but do you know what our most important ingredient is? Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Sometimes you don't.
Almond Joy's got nuts and something even way better than that. Yes, Almond Joy is made with almonds and joy.
When you hear that, you know what time it is.
Curry lets it fly, my goodness.
A taunt, a declaration. Always relentless. Never wavering.
Can make a windmill dunk.
We believe it in our bones.
Oh, it's an ankle breaker jumper.
For the Bay, for Dub Nation, for our Warriors. Get your playoff tickets now at Warriors.com.
Express yourself with personalized cafe appliances at Friedman's Appliance in Pleasant Hill. You can select custom hardware in 4 finishes that let you uniquely accessorize your kitchen. Experience GE Cafe innovation with 6-burner Pro ranges, hot water dispensing refrigerators, and smart induction ranges. Plus, for a limited time, receive up to a $3,000 rebate with the purchase of select suite combinations. Uniquely style your kitchen at Friedman's Appliance in Pleasant Hill or at friedmansappliance.com.
Abundant Life Weight Loss is kicking off a huge, life-changing summer sale all May long. Take up to 20% off select incredible weight loss programs that have changed lives across the country and the Bay. While prices on everything else are going up, Abundant Life Weight Loss is offering the lowest prices of the year to help you jumpstart your summer transformation. This is your chance to lose up to a pound of fat every day with no exercise, no prepackaged meals, no counting points or calories, no drugs, no injections, and no surgery. It's real, it's safe, and it works. Say goodbye to yo-yo dieting. This program helps you keep the weight off for good. Ready for your summer body and long-term health goals? Don't wait. Go to AbundantLifeWeightLoss.com now for all the details.
Patients are losing 20 to 30 pounds in just a month or two. That's half a pound to a pound per day. Abundant Life worked for me, and it will for you, too. Don't wait. Call 925-854-5140 now for your free consultation or visit AbundantLifeWeightLoss.com. Tell them Dib sent you.
Bay Area, you know there's nothing better than watching a game with a cold, righteously brewed beer in hand. That's why I always roll with Laughing Monk Brewing.
Okay, yeah, I mean, the beer is fire. Why are you talking like that?
With locations in San Francisco, Sunnyvale, Scotts Valley, you can always count on top-notch craft beer, next-level food, and the best game day atmosphere in the Bay.
Hold up, bro. Like, are you doing a commercial right now?
Glad you asked, Shasky, because you can find Laughing Monk at the best bars and restaurants in the Bay, or pick up a 4-pack at many fine retailers like Whole Foods, Gus's, and New Leaf Markets.
Dude, just pass the wings!
The road to redemption has brought the Warriors back home. The Golden State Warriors are the 2017 NBA champions.
Welcome back to the Warriors Halftime Show, presented by United Airlines.
The Golden State Warriors have a seat at the table with the best team of all time.
Here's R.C. Davis.
The Warriors 24-25 season is presented by Kaiser Permanente. Well, the Celtics came into today's game in New York looking to tie the series 2-2, but the Knicks would prevail 121-113.
Tatum right elbow over to Brown, dropped it, picked up by Anunoby. He's got a clear lane for a jam, and he'll throw it down. 113-104 New York with 3 minutes left. Tatum is down and hurt. He's calling timeout. 2:58 left. He's grabbing his right ankle. You hate to see this.
Knickerbockers take a 3-1 series lead over the defending champs, and as you heard there on Knicks radio, Celtics star Jason Tatum injured his leg and had to be carried off. No word on the severity yet, but it did not look good. An MRI is scheduled for tomorrow. Time now to elevate your insight game with Google Cloud, the official cloud data and analytics partner of the Warriors. Stat of the game, both teams protecting the pill, with combined 10 turnovers for both teams. The annual NBA draft lottery was held earlier today, and the Dallas Mavericks, with a 1.8% chance of getting the top pick, do so. And in this summer's draft, who knows, Cooper Flagg might be headed to Big D. Spurs to select second, Golden State to pick 41st. Tim and Tom back in the DoorDash Ready booth next on the Golden State Warriors Audio Network.
Kia is the official automotive partner of the NBA, and we think about basketball a lot. The plays, the swagger, the glory, the game, and how we can elevate our own game with capability that takes us to another level and ground clearance that propels us even higher.
the 3-row 2025 Kia Telluride X-Line all-wheel drive. Kia, official vehicle partner of the Golden State Warriors. Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Always drive safely. Limited inventory available.
Warriors fans, nothing compares to catching your favorite team IRL, especially during the 2025 NBA playoffs presented by Google. And that all starts with buying tickets at Ticketmaster. Ticketmaster gets you to every round of the 2025 NBA playoffs presented by Google, so you can catch every highlight in person. From seeing your favorite Warriors stars leave it all on the hardwood to being there to see who gets to raise the Larry O'Brien Championship Trophy. And get 2025 NBA playoffs presented by Google tickets at Ticketmaster. There's no better brag than being able to say you were at the playoffs live.
Homeowners and contractors, look no further for your decking supplies and building needs. Rafael Lumber and Building Supply in Marin has you covered with top quality brands like Trex, New Tech Wood, Premium Redwood, Moso Bamboo, and top-of-the-line waterproofing with Protecto Wrap. Drop by Rafael Lumber and Building Supply, conveniently located right off 101 in Marin and family-owned for over 50 years. Get expert service and recommendations for all your decking and remodeling needs. That's Rafael Lumber and Building Supply. Quality products, great prices, and expert service. Visit their showroom today.
Fellas, you've made clutch decisions before. Buying your first home, starting a family, but let's be real, you're done having kids. So why are you still playing defense in the bedroom? At Tri-Valley Vasectomy, we make it quick, easy, and virtually pain-free. In and out, done in under 15 minutes. No scalpel, no stitches. Just peace of mind and a better game plan for your future. Your wife will thank you. Your wallet will too. Book now at TriValleyVasectomy.com. Tri-Valley Vasectomy, because smart players plan ahead.
Golden State up 2, entering the third. The Golden State Valkyries inaugural season, presented by Kaiser Permanente, kicks off May 16th. That's this Friday. Learn more at Valkyries.com.
R.C. Davis.
Hey, Stephen Curry, it's game day, and you know what that means.
That you're going to talk like an announcer all day long?
Yes, and fans get 10% cash back in arena or online at Warriors Shop by using Rakuten.
That is pretty exciting.
Cash back on Warriors gear is exciting, Stephen Curry.
I think they know it's me.
Good point. We just need to tell them the website.
Rakuten.com/Warriors. RAKUTEN.com/Warriors.
Okay, so when we get on the car lot, don't look anyone in the eye, don't smile, stand right next to me. This is serious business.
But Dad...
I know, it's tough. But in the game of car buying, we gotta play it smart.
Dad, there are no games. CarMax has upfront pricing. The price we saw online is the price we get.
Oh, okay. I guess we can smile.
Shop quality certified cars with upfront pricing at CarMax.com.
Every time the Warriors step onto the court, Dub Nation is ready to win. At Cache Creek Casino Resort, it's no different. You'll feel like a champion when you step onto our gaming floor. Take a time out and unwind in our luxurious spa. Satisfy your senses in our steakhouse, or enjoy the very best in live entertainment in our world-class event center. It's all here at Cache Creek Casino Resort, proud partner of the Golden State Warriors. Please play responsibly.
It's time, Dub Nation, for the second half. Brought to you by Cache Creek. Cash in at Cache Creek Casino Resort, where the good times never fade away. Visit CacheCreek.com to learn about California's premier casino resort.
Warriors up 3. Steve Kerr wants to spread the floor here. Looney hands off Kuminga. Nasty screen by Looney. Kuminga stumbles with a dribble. Guarded by Gobert. Shoots a rainbow over him. Around it down for Jonathan Kuminga.
Warriors up 2. Another close game, Tim and Tom.
No question about it, RC. It's just been a good playoff game. A lot of drama. We've had storyline. The crowd's into it. And we've had some controversy. We thought there was a flagrant foul that wasn't called.
Yeah, I'd still like to have that one explained, so I could know exactly why and what they saw and how they interpreted it. But no, it was a really good half. For me, it was the Wolves' three-point shooting, 10 for 19. That's what kept them in the game. Randall, 19. Anthony Edwards at 14. But for the Warriors, it was just everyone pitching in. Butler with 7. Draymond with 8. Buddy Hield with 11. Podziemski with 6. Kuminga with 16. Looney with 6. So Everybody pitched in. The only thing that concerns me a little bit is 19 field goals, 8 assists. They're assisting on less than 50% of their buckets, and that's not who these guys are. These guys are pass the ball, let the offense work for you, and they're always among the league leaders in assisted field goals. So can you keep getting those buckets, those tough buckets? A lot of them are Kuminga buckets, and he did a nice job finding mismatches, getting to the hole, getting to the free throw line. But it's tough sledding. So a really good first half. I like the fact that everyone's in the groove and it feels like, oh my gosh, I got to make the next shot, or I could be coming out, high level basketball, high level stuff
really
in the first half there.
Absolutely, really good stuff. Minnesota will start their starting 5 to open the second half. Golden State will counter, it appears, with the same. The other part about the story we can keep an eye on here in the second half is the group that ended the half, a 19-10 push in the last 4:49 for Golden State. And that allowed Jimmy Butler to buy an extra couple minutes of rest.
Yep.
Played 17 minutes, and we'll see if that will translate not only for the Warriors, but for Jimmy as well.
And the zone really effective for the Warriors, too. When Butler went out, they went to the zone predominantly, probably the last 5-6 minutes of that half, and it kind of stymied the Wolves.
Golden State will be going right to left on your radio dial here in the third quarter. Crowd settling back in from the concourses. Getting back into their seats. Wearing their gold shirts. Which means it's playoff time. Jimmy Butler up the floor. A walking screen by Draymond. Butler will get it to Podziemski to Draymond. Fakes a pass left. Looks right. Butler steps out to the hash mark. McDaniels there. Hield will screen. And now Butler drives on McDaniels. Goes hard on the baseline. Pass to the wing to Draymond. Up top Podziemski with one. Fades into a three. He banked it no good. Off the glass. And you start the second half with a shot clock violation.
Yeah, once Butler went baseline, had nowhere to go. That kind of limited what they could do. And they kind of threw Podziemski a hand grenade there.
Conley. Not a literal hand grenade.
No, of course not.
Bounce pass to McDaniels, back to Conley.
I think our reaction would have been much different.
Edwards against the zone, finds Conley behind the screen by Gobert. Popped out, Draymond with a rebound. Draymond will take it up to midcourt. Swings it to Podziemski to Jackson Davis. Spins on Edwards, cut off. No look pass to Podziemski. Shot blocked from behind. And what do we got? A foul. Anthony Edwards with a foul. Great pass by Jackson Davis.
Yeah, really good pass. Nice cut by Podziemski.
Second foul on Edwards.
I mean, cutting in this league is so underrated. I mean, there's so much space out there. And we see the way guys defend. They watch and turn their heads and aren't paying attention to the weak side as Podziemski hits the first free throw. And cutting, I mean, the best cutting teams in the league, you watch them just dice teams up and get easy 10, 12 points a game doing that.
You can go to NBA.com. In fact, one of the play types is, it says cuts. Teams that score off cuts. Podziemski gets 2 free throws. Warriors started the night 3 of their first 6 from the line. They're 16 of 16 since. And they lead by 4. Edwards up top against the zone. Backs it out to the logo. Podziemski chased him all the way to midcourt. Gobert will screen. Edwards pass to the corner. Randall open. 3. Good. Well, the Warriors extended that zone there. And Randall had a little extra room. 62-61. Draymond goes up. Flipped it up and in. Muscled his way through. McDaniels looked like he had him tied up, but Draymond just fought his way through it and scored on a reverse layup.
Yeah, I don't think Draymond thought that was going to be as tough a shot as it ended up being.
Conley to walk it to the near wing. Draymond on a switch. Warriors in man-to-man. Edwards guarded by Buddy Hield. Drives left side of the paint. Steps in on Butler. Double teamed out to Conley. He'll dribble drive. Takes the floater on the way. It's short. Ball tipped Conley gets it out to Edwards off the tip by Gobert. Edwards with 3 in the corner, and the Wolves hit another one.
Man, the Warriors work their butts off to get these buckets, and then the Wolves just come down 3.
Pajemski, left side, guarded by Randall. Ball goes to Draymond. Two-hand toss to Buddy Hield. Right wing to Butler. Reverse pivot into a triple threat. Now waiting. Left foot pivot. Left-hand dribble. Crosses the foul line to Pajemski. Fakes Conley. Goes on the drive. Pajemski forced up a shot. No good. Rebound. Tipped up and in. Jackson Davis as Gobert ends up in his backside. And he is hot. He yells at Mark Davis. 66-64. Warriors up by 2.
And the Warriors are the team doing the work on the offensive glass tonight.
Edwards on the right side, working on Butler. Takes him to the right wing, skipped it over to Conley, up top to Randall, down to McDaniels, back over to Edwards, pump fake, fly by, 3-ball left side, front rim, no good, rebound, Gobert goes back up, blocked, whistle, and a foul. Jackson Davis got Gobert. And Mark Davis hearing it from Gobert about what Gobert thought was a foul at the other end, but I thought Buddy Hield kind of crashed into him on the drive, not on the rebound.
I feel like it's breaking news when the Timberwolves miss a three-pointer.
Yes.
I mean, I thought for sure that was going down.
They're now 12 of 23. They've cooled off to 52% from 3. Gobert with that little hitch in his free throw makes the first. That is his first point of the night. Boy, what a difference. Game 5 against the LA Lakers, and Gobert had numbers like Wilt Chamberlain and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
I know. Was it 27-24? Unbelievable.
Man. Second free throw. It rolls around and drops, and we're tied again at 66. Draymond hustles it down the right sideline. Crossover dribble met by Edwards to Jackson Davis. Hand off Pajemski. Pajemski to the paint. Stops. Wants to shoot. Cannot. Bounce pass to Butler. Jersey grabbed by McDaniels. Back to Pajemski. Run off the line by Gobert. To Draymond. Right side 3. Air ball. McDaniels with it. Here come the Wolves looking to retake the lead. Edwards steps around Pajemski. Euro steps his way down the lane. Shoots over Jackson Davis and banked it home. Steve Kerr will call time. 68-66. The Wolves lead by 2. Edwards now is 17. We'll take the break on the Warriors Radio Network, presented by United Airlines.
That's the sound of Dub Nation scoring slam dunk savings with Dash Pass by DoorDash. As an official partner of the Golden State Warriors, DoorDash is here so you can get all kinds of game day essentials delivered, from snacks and drinks to last-minute party supplies. With Dash Pass, you also get $0 delivery fees and access to exclusive NBA experiences. Sign up to make game days even greater with Dash Pass today. DoorDash, your door to all things basketball.
Every time the Warriors step onto the court, Dub Nation is ready to win. At Cache Creek Casino Resort, it's no different.
No surgery. The treatments have a 95% success rate. If distance is a factor, ask about our virtual consultation option. Call SF Bay Wellness at 844-94-NERVE for the $99 neuropathy evaluation and receive a personal treatment plan. Your needs. Live a pain-free life. Start getting the treatment you need for your neuropathy symptoms. Call today.
Hey Dub Nation, it's Trace Jackson Davis. You are listening to the Warriors Radio Network presented by United Airlines.
Well, we're just talking about embrace the moments. You know, every time you go out there, everything's not gonna go your way. But it's about how you react to those moments. And how you bounce back. You know, each game is going to be different. You can lose one game, you can lose 2 games. You go down 2-0 or 3-1, but you always still in it. You got to keep working. Never lose your confidence and never let the moment discourage you from all the work you put in all year. So just try to stay confident. That's our message.
Three, missed it, and Butler with a rebound. Butler off a back screen by Jackson Davis. Penetrates to the right elbow, takes a jumper over Gobert, rattled it home, and we are tied at 68. It's our ninth tie. We've had 9 lead changes to boot.
Again, don't take it all the way to Gobert. Pull up short, shoot that little jump shot.
Warriors have gotten that message so far tonight. Edwards on the right side from Conley. Dribbles in, waits, moves in, goes up off balance. It's good, and a foul. Pat Frayer spots a foul. My goodness.
Wow.
There were 3 Warriors around him that time.
I mean, he switched hands, went to his offhand, left hand, hung in the air, shot it as he was coming down. And that is an incredible finish. And he looked away to boot. I think he thought about passing it for a second.
8 of 16. He has 21. The free throw pops in as it went up out of the cylinder. 3-point play, 3-point lead. 71-68. Minnesota up. Draymond drives. Drifts. Now we get an offensive foul as Randall with a head bob went down like he got crushed and then pops right back up, jogs back down the floor.
Yeah, that.
Oh, he got. Oh my goodness. Wow.
Jeez.
Randall, a theater major at Kentucky. As Edwards pulls up off the dribble. Bounce pass to Randall. He'll take a 3 left side. No good. And the rebound to Butler. Butler crosses midcourt. Drives on Gobert. Stops. Steps around him. No good. Tried to challenge him. McDaniels out to Randall. 3-on-3. He bull rushes the basket. Feeds it open. Conley for a corner triple. And that's good. Minnesota 50% from 3. 13 of 26. And they've doubled their advantage. 74-68. Here is Kuminga down the lane. Shot no good. Rebound Butler. Butler brings it back out. And we got a... What do we have? Offensive foul.
On Butler?
No, on Kuminga.
No, it was on Kuminga.
No, it's on Butler.
Yeah, I thought it was Butler wrapping around Edwards' leg.
And he grabbed him. Here's Randall up top. Randall with the dribble. Dangerous time in the game here. Randall banging away on Draymond. Bangs into him. Leaves his feet. Throws the ball out of bounds. Good defense by Draymond.
Yeah.
Didn't reach. Didn't bang him back.
Didn't let him get comfortable. Didn't let him go the way he wanted to go. Again, you want him shooting that fadeaway jump shot over his left shoulder.
Buddy Hield. Right sideline to Kuminga. Jackson Davis steps out, brings Gobert away from the basket, shoveled it over to Draymond. Draymond waiting. Shot clock at 10. Warriors aren't getting action going quickly here. Jackson Davis to Kuminga. Kuminga off the screens. Stops, backs up, top of the key. Now shoots a jumper over Gobert. Way short. It's an air ball. Rebound McDaniels. McDaniels the other way. Met by Kuminga left side. Dribbles to the corner. To Gobert. Back to McDaniels. Hand off to Edwards. Deep 3 off the dribble. Knocked it down. 77-68. 9 straight for Minnesota. It's their largest lead. I told you, it's a dangerous time in this game. You can feel it. The Warriors are not getting anything going offensively here. Butler on the right side. Waiting. Guarded by McDaniels. Drifting off a screen. 5 to shoot. Gotta go to the paint. Spins. Wow. Drop step. Goes up. Flipped it up. No good. Rebound McDaniels. Hands off Edwards. Edwards coming the other way, left to right. Stops at the 3-point line. Shoots over Butler. It's up and good again. Anthony Edwards is putting on a show. It's 80-68. Edwards now with 28. And the Wolves are on fire as they have been all night from 3. 15 of 28. Timeout Warriors with 5:30 to go in the third. And the first crisis moment for Golden State is right now here in Game 4 on the Warriors Radio Network, presented by United Airlines.
Hey, Stephen Curry, it's game day, and you know what that means.
That you're going to talk like an announcer all day long?
Yes, and fans get 10% cash back in arena or online at Warriors Shop by using Rakuten.
That is pretty exciting.
Cash back on Warriors gear is exciting, Stephen Curry.
I think they know it's me.
Good point. We just need to tell them the website.
Rakuten.com/Warriors. RAKUTEN.com/Warriors.
Some say New York had the greatest lineup ever back in 27. Though Woodstock in 69 was pretty spectacular. and it was Chicago in '98. But perhaps the most impressive ever is the full line of Mercedes-Benz electric vehicles. Choose from a growing list of models like the versatile and spacious EQB with an optional third row, the stunning EQS available with an EPA estimated range of up to 350 miles per charge, or the roomier EQS SUV with off-road mode to tackle varied terrain. The visionary technology of Mercedes-Benz has made its way to electric. These intelligent electric vehicles factor in charging stations, charging duration, weather, topography, and your personal driving style when estimating your arrival time. Visit MBUSA.com or your local dealer to experience the luxury of electric today.
Visit your local Bay Area Mercedes-Benz dealers for a test drive today, or visit us on the web at bayareamercedes.com.
Hey, Dub Nation! If you're traveling to cheer on the Warriors this season, then the most important thing to pack is the United Airlines app. You can track your bags, change your flight or your seat, get a personalized map of the airport terminal, even talk to a live customer service agent. It's like having a travel agent in the palm of your hand, for free. And yeah, that technically makes it a free agent. Download the United app and book your next trip today. United, proud to be the official airline of the Golden State Warriors.
If you love your customers, you have to try RingCentral. No matter the size of your business, every call, every text, every meeting, every customer conversation matters. With RingCentral, you get a reliable business phone, a modern contact center, and built-in AI across every conversation, all on one platform, so you can focus on the moments that matter. See for yourself at ringcentral.com. RingCentral. Every moment matters.
This is Kevon Looney. The Warriors 24-25 season is presented by Kaiser Permanente.
Anthony Edwards has a total of 17 points in the last 6:31, including the buzzer beater at the end of the first half. Warriors have scored 8 points in that stretch. GP2 off the bench to try to cool off this red-hot Minnesota squad. They lead 80-68. Julius Randle and Anthony Edwards are a combined 10 of 18 from three.
Oh, my goodness. Well, that stretch you talked about with Edwards, 6 for 7 from the field, 4 for 5 from three. He's just rolling. I mean, you got to try. I know it's super tough because he's so shifty and he's strong and he's quick, but you got to try to keep him from bouncing left on that three-pointer because that's his rhythm point. He gets to that left bounce side, and he's just money right now.
Warriors go to Jimmy Butler, guarded by McDaniels. Payton comes over, sets the screen, so Butler now gets Gobert. Butler, bounce pass over to Kuminga. He'll just take a three off the dribble. Back rim, no good. McDaniels high for the rebound. And not a great possession for Golden State again. 5 minutes left in the third, and the Wolves are threatening to break this open. Conley waiting. Finds Randle, who got off to a great start tonight. Edwards has been the man on fire now. Edwards dribbles on Kuminga. Crossover, backs up. Another three is up. No good. It's a brick, and it's a shot clock violation.
He hit that, I was leaving.
And it's going to be Golden State ball.
Man, that was an insanely impossible three, and he had to shoot it because the shot clock was running out, but Kuminga was right up in his jersey, and he didn't get any lift on that shot either.
DiVincenzo will come in for Conley. And Draymond will lob it into GP2. He'll handle on top of the logo. Waits for Butler. Butler steps out. Screen, another screen. Butler comes right side, right corner. Kuminga dribbles, two dribbles outside to Payton. Payton picks it up. Hand off Kuminga. Tries to get downhill. Does so on Edwards. Ball stripped away. Turnover. And Randle comes the other way. Randle outside to DiVincenzo. Wide open three off the dribble for about 28. That's up and good.
He'd been struggling too, so even he's rolling right now.
16 of 30 from three. 83-68. Butler now whistling. It's an offensive foul on GP2. And the Warriors are just completely unraveled right now.
Yeah, just losing their composure a little bit. I mean, Gary Payton just wrapping him up.
I don't know what Gary Payton's thinking there.
I don't know. That's twice he's grabbed somebody. I mean, that's just...
Well, Dante's clever.
He is.
Dante might have initiated that, but... You can't get caught up in it now, especially now, down by 15, which in this series is like a 30-point lead. Edwards, far side, Naz Reid. Up top, DiVincenzo. Shoveled back over to Reid. Open three, left sideline. Spins away. Gobert with the offensive rebound. And a foul. It's going to be on Draymond.
Yeah, well, they're hot enough from three as is. I'd advise not leaving Naz Reid wide open.
The three differential right now is 48-15.
Oh, they're just crushing them. Absolutely annihilating them.
Warriors are 29% from three. Without the gravity of Curry, as I mentioned, looks like the Warriors at times playing on the moon. Edwards, they walk away from Edwards, give him a wide open 15-footer as two players went away from the ball. And it's good to make it 85-68, 17 straight points. This game was tied at 68. Draymond Green looks for Butler. Butler fouled by Edwards from behind on a push. And that's going to be his third. Butler to Draymond. Draymond waits. Pajemski steps out. Pass over to Buddy Hield. Open three, top side left. No good. Naz Reid the rebound. And the energy and the air has just been sucked right out of this building. Edwards double team. Pass stolen by Pajemski. Leads Kuminga. Kuminga on the break. Chased by Gobert. Goes in and scores a driving layup. And finally the Warriors get a bucket after a 17-0 run for Minnesota. Alexander Walker to Reid. Warriors back in the zone. Alexander Walker penetrates. Lob to Gobert, and everything the Wolves are doing coming up roses right now.
Yeah, just hit a seam, drew Draymond over to him, and then threw it over the top of Draymond to Gobert. Nice play by Alexander Walker.
Butler drives on Edwards. Foul. Bucket good. Put him on the line. Edwards picks up his fourth foul. Minnesota has had a habit in this series, Tom, of opening doors for Golden State when they really should be closing them.
We'll see how much longer he goes with Anthony Edwards being out there.
Mark Davis has to come over and explain to the Wolves they can't have some players over there who are literally almost on the floor in the corner. In their defense, teams are running out of room because there's a whole second row of coaches.
Yep. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. At least 8 coaches in the second row.
Yeah. Not counting the guys in the front row.
Yeah, exactly.
Butler slides home a free throw. It's a three-point play. The Warriors are down by 14, but you wouldn't want to start the fourth quarter down by 14.
Now let's see what happens here with Anthony Edwards going to the bench in the last 2.5 minutes of this quarter.
Alexander Walker dribbling on Buddy Hield all the way to the cup. Finds McDaniels out to Dante inside. Back to Alexander Walker. Layup good.
Man, that was good ball movement right there.
Yep.
It all started with the penetration, though.
89-73. Kuminga to Butler. Warriors have been really had trouble with dribble penetration all year long. Butler with the ball. Hands off Pajemski. Takes a deep three right side, way short. Rebound to McDaniels and a timeout for Minnesota. 2:07 to go here in the third. 89-73, Wolves on top by 16. And the Warriors' body language not good as they go back to the bench here in Game 4 on the Warriors Radio Network, presented by United Airlines.
Nothing beats listening to the Warriors. Well, maybe listening to the Warriors with a spread of Mazzetta olives, peppers, and assorted tasty delights. That'd be nice. Better yet, listening to the Warriors with some Mazzetta from a villa in the south of Italy, on your own private island, and your own basketball court. Mazzetta, family owned from the heart of Napa Valley, bringing you life's greatest pleasures. Don't forget a Mazzetta, proud partner of the Golden State Warriors.
Kia is the official automotive partner of the NBA, and we think about basketball a lot. The plays, the swagger, the glory, the game, and how we can elevate our own game with capability that takes us to another level and ground clearance that propels us even higher. The 3-row 2025 Kia Telluride X-Line all-wheel drive. Kia, official vehicle partner of the Golden State Warriors. Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Always drive safely. Limited inventory available.
A 31-13 third quarter to the moment in favor of Minnesota, who have shot 11 of 18, 61%. Warriors 5 of 16, 31%. From the three-point line, it's worse. Minnesota 6 of 12 for 50%. At Golden State 0 for 6 in the third quarter from outside the arc.
Well, obviously, it's a combination of both here. They got off to a great start hitting the threes, and the Warriors have had a bad offensive quarter. Ball movement, shots not falling, just been a struggle for them.
DiVincenzo, pick and roll, Randall, dunk.
And they're getting anything they want.
91-73. They continue to expand their lead, seems like every other possession. Kuminga down. Shiver move goes right over the top of Randall and banked it home. Low left. Kuminga with 20 points. Yet to grab a rebound and has 1 assist. Randall up top. Randall gives the ball to Alexander Walker. Chased by Podziemski all the way. The driving layup is up and good.
Well, they went from threes to all layups. They're getting there. It was like the last 4 buckets at the rim.
Buddy Hield, bounce pass to Looney. Looney back to Buddy. Off the screen, terminates, throws a cross-court pass, ill-advised. Steal by McDaniels, down the lane, layup is good. And Minnesota has broken this wide open, 95-75. With a minute to go here in the third, Podziemski one-on-one with DiVincenzo. Dribbles at midcourt, dribbles, backs up, and a foul on Dante. He grabbed the jersey of Podziemski. Dante smiling. Says our practices of Villanova were rougher than this. Butler to put the ball into play. Podziemski trying to get free, cannot. Ball goes to Looney instead. Looney dribbles on Naz Reid, leans into him. Reid falls down. Looney goes up and scores over McDaniels.
Well, Looney won't get an easier bucket tonight.
Nope, he's got 8 points tonight,
Yeah.
8 rebounds. One of the few Warriors that's played well. Now Randall, offensive fouls. He runs over Podziemski on a screen and a turnover.
Well, that gives the Warriors a chance to get a 2-for-1. They might get 3 shots at it in the last 50 seconds here, and they better take advantage of it. They got 6-7 seconds to get that ball up and shoot it.
Kuminga stops at the three-point line, dribbles on Randall, spins on him, goes up, blocked, and then it hit Kuminga as he fell out of bounds. It's out of bounds to Minnesota.
I mean, I don't mind the aggressive take there. You're trying to get that shot up in 32, and he did. They're going to get another crack at it. It just Randall played good defense, took it a little too far.
Wolves have the ball going at the basket to our right. Randall pick and roll down the lane, layup good. It feels like I said that last 5 times down the floor.
You have.
97-77. Looney to Buddy Hield. Buddy Hield wheels right side, throws to Podziemski, throws it out of bounds.
Oh, no.
Podziemski was at one spot, started to rotate, and Buddy didn't see it.
But now the Wolves are going to get an unexpected 2-4, and that just can't happen.
No.
I mean, you got to get up a shot there. 2 seconds left to make sure they don't get another crack at it.
Draymond Green jogs to the scorer's table, as does Gary Payton. So we'll have defenders out there with 8.7 to go. But Tom, you just look at this game, and the Warriors have shown no inkling of coming back down 20 against this team.
No, they haven't shown the offensive. Oh.
McDaniels drives by Draymond, went for a dunk. Draymond fouled him.
Foul to give.
So that stops it with 6.2. Draymond picks up his third foul. Randall put the ball into play. And now Alexander Walker, far side, driving on Draymond, stops, pass to Randall, fade away at the horn, no good. And the fourth quarter starts, maybe the last game here at Chase Center this year, a 39-17 third quarter. And it's Minnesota 97, Golden State 77. 12 minutes left in Game 4 on the Warriors Radio Network, presented by United Airlines.
That's the sound of Dub Nation scoring slam dunk savings with Dash Pass by DoorDash. As an official partner of the Golden State Warriors, DoorDash is here so you can get all kinds of game day essentials delivered, from snacks and drinks to last-minute party supplies. With Dash Pass, you also get $0 delivery fees and access to exclusive NBA experiences. Sign up to make game days even greater with Dash Pass today. DoorDash, your door to all things basketball.
Whether on or off the court, the keys to success are the same. On the court, it's ball movement. Off the court, it's workflow. On the court, teams call plays to execute their game plan. Off the court, companies rely on systems to run their business smoothly. MRC Smart Technology Solutions, a Xerox company, is the official copier and office solutions provider of the Golden State Warriors. We offer large and small companies the technology they need to transform the way they work. Visit MRC360.com to learn more today.
Are you interested in being an install or service technician? Good news! R&S Doors and Gates is hiring. If you have good mechanical skills and a knowledge of power tools, welding, and motor controls, you should apply today. R&S Doors has openings to repair and install commercial overhead doors, entry doors, and loading dock equipment. You must be able to work in a professional, fast-paced environment. Call 800-FIX-A-DOOR and apply today. That's 800-FIX-A-DOOR, or visit rsdoors.com. R&S Doors. Look for the red truck.
Express yourself with personalized cafe appliances at Friedman's Appliance in Pleasant Hill. You can select custom hardware in 4 finishes that let you uniquely accessorize your kitchen. Experience GE Cafe innovation with 6-burner Pro ranges, hot water dispensing refrigerators, and smart induction ranges. Plus, for a limited time, receive up to a $3,000 rebate with the purchase of select suite combinations. Uniquely style your kitchen at Friedman's Appliance in Pleasant Hill or at friedmansappliance.com.
That's fourth quarter. How will the Warriors be navigating their way to victory? Brought to you by the all-new 2025 Lincoln Navigator SUV, the original better than ever. Well, if the Warriors come back and win tonight, their navigation in the fourth quarter will be perfect, because that's the kind of quarter they're going to have to play, a perfect fourth quarter. They're down by 20 as we start the fourth, after the Wolves dominated the third 39-17. That's navigating the way to victory, brought to you by the all-new 2025 Lincoln Navigator SUV, the original better than ever.
But you said it. You're down 20. You live with some of the threes, right? If they're gonna make those, they're gonna make those. You just say, okay, fine. I know Anthony Davis shoots about 40%. Randall's 35%, 34%. So, but what happened the last 3 minutes? That can happen. That was a layup line, and if that continues to happen, I don't care how good your offense is, you're not going to come back.
And the Wolves have been maybe the best fourth quarter team in the playoffs so far, as Payton knocks the ball away. On the first possession, DiVincenzo tied up and fouled with 14 on the shot clock. Tom, these numbers for the Wolves in the fourth quarter of the playoffs: offensive rating 125.7, defensive rating 89.1.
Yeah, in that Lakers series, the Lakers had their lowest scoring quarter in the fourth quarter every single game.
And a lot of guys playing a lot of minutes for the Lakers in that series. DiVincenzo over to Alexander Walker. Dante drives in, whistle. It's going to be an offensive foul, pushing off as he came down the lane.
Hey, they called that.
Yeah.
Wow. How about that?
He used sarcasm.
I've been known to occasionally.
Warriors down 20. Kuminga working the ball off the floor to Draymond Green. Draymond back to Kuminga in deep over Alexander Walker. Missed it. The layup no good. Got knocked out of bounds by Alexander Walker. It's 5-on-4. Alexander Walker stops, negates the advantage by holding the ball. Naz Reid dribbles it, deflected, out of bounds off Naz Reid, and the Warriors force another turnover. Podziemski. Warriors got to play fast here. Buddy Hield right side. DiVincenzo reaches in. Buddy spins on him. Spins again. Beat him like a drum to the rim with the right hand. Nice move. 97-79. Alexander Walker dribbles all the way in, goes up and scores. A driving layup came from midcourt all the way to the rack.
I mean, defensively, you shouldn't let that happen if you're the man guarding Alexander Walker, but someone's got to come over and help.
Kuminga gets a screen from Draymond, goes reverse, goes up no good, and got fouled. A foul. McDaniels with a foul. Kuminga to the line.
And the one thing I told you, I thought the Warriors played a really good first half offensively. The one thing I was concerned about was the assist to field goal ratio.
Right.
Third quarter, they had 7 field goals, 2 assists.
2 assists.
They're not moving the ball. They have 10. What do they have now? Let me make sure that number is accurate. Yeah, 10 assists. That's it.
And Tom, here's the problem they're in. Like Jonathan Kuminga, they need him to score, right?
Yep.
But he's not a passer.
He's not a passer, and he's not a guy that catches and shoots. He squares you up and goes.
Right. So he's a one-on-one type player, and he doesn't get assists. So he missed the second free throw. Ball to Podziemski up top. His 3 bounces away. McDaniels the rebound. So it's 99-80 after all that. And first free throw missed for Kuminga tonight. He's 9 of 10. I mean, Kuminga's doing a fine job, but he's just not a scorer. He's not a passer. He's not a facilitator. Here's Edwards with a dribble up top. Comes to the right. Lowers his head. Feeds a wide open Mike Conley, who missed the bunny. And Buddy Hield with the board. 10-14 to go. Podziemski. Fouled by Edwards from behind. Edwards crashed into him as Podziemski stopped. And that's going to be his 5th foul. Anthony Edwards beside himself, but really,
that was on him.
That was no question that was a foul.
He just ran up his back.
Gobert at the scorer's table. Edwards pleading with Courtney Kirkland. Podziemski rolls down a free throw. Podziemski was 1 of 10 in Game 3. He's 2 of 10 tonight. My goodness. Just so hard.
Yeah. And he got off to a great start. I think he made his first 2 shots. If I'm not mistaken, yeah. Allen says he did, so 8 in a row.
Second free throw is no good. Gobert the rebound. And now the Warriors are missing free throws. 99-81. A trap in the backcourt. Alexander Walker steps through it, got fouled on the pass. It's on Jonathan Kuminga. And that'll be his second team foul. Both teams with 2 team fouls here. We've yet to play 2 minutes of the fourth quarter. Warriors down 2-1. Looks very close, like he's going to go down 3-1. Bounce pass to Gobert. Ricochets away from him. Podziemski leads Buddy Hield down the left side. Throws the ball right back to Alexander Walker, and a turnover. Can't have that. Now Alexander Walker through a Gobert screen. Ball in the corner to Naz Reid. Cross courts, threw it away. Buddy Hield to steal. This time he's going to Euro step his way down, missed the layup. Podziemski follows it and scores a bucket, and Minnesota's going to call timeout. 99-83 with 9:33 to go. And Anthony Edwards on the bench for Minnesota with 5 fouls. Timeout on the floor on the Warriors Radio Network, presented by United Airlines.
Kia is the official automotive partner of the NBA. And we think about basketball a lot. The plays, the swagger, the glory, the game. And how we can elevate our own game with capability that takes us to another level. And ground clearance that propels us even higher. The 3-row 2025 Kia Telluride X-Line all-wheel drive. Kia, official vehicle partner of the Golden State Warriors. Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Always drive safely. Limited inventory available.
Whether on or off the court, the keys to success are the same. On the court, it's ball movement. Off the court, it's workflow. On the court, teams call plays to execute their game plan. Off the court, companies rely on systems to run their business smoothly. MRC Smart Technology Solutions, a Xerox company, is the official copier and office solutions provider of the Golden State Warriors. We offer large and small companies the technology they need to transform the way they work. Visit MRC360.com to learn more today.
That's the sound of Dub Nation scoring slam dunk savings with Dash Pass by DoorDash. As an official partner of the Golden State Warriors, DoorDash is here so you can get all kinds of game day essentials delivered, from snacks and drinks to last-minute party supplies. With Dash Pass, you also get $0 delivery fees and access to exclusive NBA experiences. Sign up to make game days even greater with Dash Pass today. DoorDash, your door to all things basketball.
Breaking news.
An upgrade storm's on the way.
With Xfinity Mobile Premium Unlimited, you can upgrade your phone up to 2 times a year.
How's it looking out there, Rick?
The Wi-Fi is still booming!
Now through June 21st, existing Xfinity Internet customers can get an unlimited line included for a year. Learn more at xfinitymobile.com. Restrictions apply. Requires Xfinity 300 megabit internet or above. Taxes and fees extra. After promo, regular rates apply. Reduced speeds after use of monthly data included with your data option. Data thresholds may vary.
Hey, it's your boy Guru. Every time we put a rat on the table during our show, it's brought to you by Atco Pest Control. Atco Pest Control is a family-owned local business proud to provide pest control in the Bay Area for over 35 years. Atco uses natural methods to give you a peace of mind and keep your family out of harm's way. Quality pest control doesn't have to empty your savings either. Don't wait. Go to AtcoPestControl.com for all your pest control needs. They got you covered.
Nasty screen by Looney. Kuminga stumbles with a dribble. Guarded by Gobert. Shoots a rainbow over him. Rounded down for Jonathan Kuminga.
That's our shot of the game, sponsored by Freedman's Appliance, proudly serving all of Northern California with a wide selection of luxury appliances. Visit them in Pleasant Hill to see the Freedman's difference. Tim, Tom?
We'll learn more about becoming a Warriors season ticket holder. Secure seats for all Warriors home games during these playoffs and next year, plus perks like Warriors Shop discounts. Call 888-GSW-HOOP. Go to Warriors.com to learn some more. 99-83 Golden State. Wolves come back with Gobert, DiVincenzo, McDaniels, Randall, and Conley against Podziemski, Butler, Hield, Kuminga, and Draymond.
Well, it certainly would help if the Wolves started throwing the ball all around the infield.
And the ball on the far side to McDaniels. He'll hustle it across all the way, goes in and dunks it.
That's not going to help. How many times have we seen that?
Probably 10 in the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, at least. I was going to say last 6 minutes.
You can't pressure the ball unless you can stay in front of the guy. DiVincenzo a steal, gets it to McDaniels again, in deep, pass to Dante, off his hand, comes out to half court. Kuminga comes back and gets it.
Well, they lucked out that time, too.
Yes, they did. Kuminga for Butler. Kuminga drives on Randall by Gobert and got fouled. Boy, he's lucky because that would have been a jump ball or a turnover. Gobert with a foul. Kuminga to the line. This game started with so much promise. Warriors had a bunch of guys involved, but in that third quarter, the Wolves continue to be red hot from three. Kuminga hits a free throw. Minnesota 16 of 31 from three, and that percentage of 51 and change is down from what it was.
Yeah. No, they've been on fire. And they haven't taken one in the last 4 or 5 minutes because they haven't needed to. It's been layups.
Kuminga hits 2 more free throws to make a 101-85. 23 points, 6 of 13 shooting, 11 of 12 from the line. Conley drives in, 3-on-1. Gobert fouled by Draymond.
Well, they're giving up layups in the back end now because they're trying to put a full court press on. And I don't know if I'd keep going to it. I mean, you're down 16. Look, there's a reason teams don't. I always get asked this. How come they don't full court press in the NBA? They do it in college all the time. I'm like, because these guys will dice it up.
Kill it.
It'll be a layup line. And that's what we're seeing. It's a layup line right now. Once you beat that press, you got 3-on-2s, 3-on-1s coming your way.
Well, Gobert, who has been pretty reliable to his standards in this series from the line. He's 7 of 12 coming in 58%. And tonight, he is 3 of 3, which could lead you to another strategy. Do you grab a Gobert? Try to get yourself back.
I don't know. I mean, if a guy's a 50% or less free throw shooter, maybe.
And he hits 2 there. So it's 103-85. Warriors have 8:50 to go, but they need to go on like a 10-0 run here at some point. so they can't give up layups and dunks. Butler to Draymond. Draymond off a screen, 15-footer, front rim, and drop down. Career high 11 free throws made for Kuminga tonight, 11 of 12. Conley on the far side. Shoveled into Gobert, little flip is up and good.
Yeah, they're tearing this thing up.
Yeah. 105-87 with 8:23 to go. If you continue this way, you might want to get Peyton back in there, but he doesn't give you the offense maybe that you need. Buddy Hield behind the back. Draymond, top of the key three is up, no good. And McDaniels with a rebound. Randall to bring it up. Wolves up by 18. Randall spins on Kuminga, stops at the logo. He'll throw it the far side to Conley, pressured by Hield. Now a switch. Gobert falls down on the play. Randall gets it back with 4 to shoot with 3. Doubled. Skip pass deflected. DiVincenzo turns and fires it up. No good. It's a shot clock violation. So the Warriors get a turnover here. McDaniels 10 points and 10 rebounds. Here comes Buddy Hield. Finding Butler on the right side. Draymond up top, looking for a cutter, but everybody's standing around here. Draymond backs out, 10 to shoot, pass to Butler, good catch in traffic, jump pass to Podziemski, won't shoot it. Dribbles on McDaniels, takes it in, spins, goes up, wild runner, no good, rebound deflected, Conley's got it.
I think the three probably would have been a better option there.
That might have been a better choice, yes.
I mean, you need threes right now, and you don't have to have them, but if you get a little look, let it fly.
Conley with it, off a screen. Conley to the rim, no good. Ball tipped away. McDaniels got it with 2. Spins, shoots, no good. Rebound Draymond. Outlet to Buddy Hield. Left sideline. Hield bounce pass. Podziemski goes up, rejected by McDaniels. It's a goaltend, and they're going to count the basket. And now they're going to challenge it. Looked like a clean block. They're going to challenge it. They're pretty adamant about it.
Challenging the call on the floor.
So it's 6:53 to go. That'll get us to a timeout. We'll take the break. 105-89. Wolves on top here in Game 4, trying to take a commanding 3-1 lead in this best-of-7 on the Warriors Radio Network.
1 in 8 women have thyroid issues.
Am I the one? I am kind of tired. I should see a doctor. Is it genetic? Does my health plan even cover tests like that? In-network? Out-of-network? Why is this always a whole big thing? Wait. I have Kaiser Permanente. So my coverage includes regular preventive care. Guess it doesn't have to be a whole big thing.
Kaiser Permanente. Healthcare that just works.
And now an ode to play, brought to you by Scratchers and the California Lottery Philharmonic.
Take a time out from your busy day for a quick moment to play. Get some scratchers, then get scratchy. You deserve it, won't you say? Scratch, 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 scratchy, 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 scratch, scratch. Feel the play and up your game. Scratchers from the California Lottery. Little play can make a day.
Please play responsibly. Must be 18 years or older to purchase, play, or claim.
For full details, including terms and conditions, visit unlock.com/legal. Call 1-888-780-6854 to speak with a representative today. Actor portrayal. Terms and conditions apply.
Lisa, thanks for having me over. Your new kitchen is gorgeous. How'd you find the money to do it?
We worked with this great company, Unlock. They help you unlock the future value of your home to get the cash you need today.
So it's a home equity loan?
No, it's not a loan at all. There's no monthly payments and no interest charges ever. And you can use the money however you want. We were able to redo our kitchen and pay off our credit card debt.
Wow, Jack and I could really use this to finally pay off our old student loan debt. How do I get started?
It's easy. Just give him a call or go to unlock.com.
Call 1-888-780-6854 to unlock the value in your home and get up to $500,000 in cash with no monthly payments and no interest ever. Use the money for home improvements, to pay off debt, or to add to your retirement fund. It's up to you. Visit unlock.com. That's unlock.com or call 1-888-780-6854 now to get started.
When you hear that, you know what time it is.
Curry lets it fly, my goodness.
A taunt, a declaration. Always relentless. Never wavering.
Can make a windmill dunk.
We believe it in our bones.
Oh, it's an ankle breaker jumper.
For the Bay, for Dub Nation. For our Warriors. Get your playoff tickets now at Warriors.com.
This is Draymond Green. You are listening to the Warriors Radio Network presented by United Airlines.
Well, the Valkyries' inaugural season almost here. That's right. It's coming up this Friday, May the 16th, here at Chase Center. Brought to you by Chase. They'll take on the LA Sparks. Finished up their preseason yesterday down the Valley of the Sun. Get your tickets right now. Historic game. The WNBA is in the Bay. Get your tickets at Valkyries.com. Promises to be an exciting summer here at Chase Center. Moses Moody gets the call for Golden State, but he healed the sit down. New York beat Boston tonight, and it looked like Jason Tatum went down in some real pain. And so have to wait and see what the MRI for him will be for the Celtics. Randall down the lane, little hook shot, good over Draymond. Lead back up to 20, 107-87. Kuminga down the left side. Throws it back out to Draymond. Draymond off a screen. Down the lane, floater is rejected by Gobert. Knocked away. Draymond thought it was a goaltend. DiVincenzo in transition. Back to Randall. Leans through, gets his arms James Harden-like under Moses Moody, and that's a foul.
Well, this is about as comfortable as they've been here in this series, maybe in the playoffs, because the T-Wolves weren't all that comfortable offensively against the Lakers, and it's been a little bit of a grind. I know the second game they got away for, I think, 117, but still there were times in that game where it looked tough for them. And they've scored pretty effortlessly tonight. The Warriors were able to keep up with them in the first half. Randall missed the free throw, and then it all collapsed in the first 6 minutes of the second half. It was a barrage of threes by Randall and Edwards, and then the Warriors kind of got out of sync offensively, and then the lead just grew. And ever since then, their offense looks like a well-oiled machine. They're getting anything they want.
Randall hits the second. He missed the first. It's 108-87. And that is the largest lead in the game, I believe, in the series. Moody with the ball. Bounce past Draymond. Layup is up and good. Low right makes it 108-89. 6:10 to go. In this fourth quarter, DiVincenzo holds off Pajemski. Off a screen by Randall. Dante inside, blocked by Jimmy Butler. It's out of bounds.
Best of five. Just a best of five, and so Minnesota got, a gentleman's sweep, I think, once or twice, and then they got swept by, I forget, it was San Antonio, Dallas. I mean, the Steve Nash, Dirk Nowitzki Dallas Mavericks.
So Steve Kerr's going to challenge this call on the ball out of bounds. He might be right about that, but it now brings into the equation whether or not he got fouled by Jimmy Butler.
Right.
The imminent foul.
Well, there's no question that is
Dante, foul proximate to the play. That's what
foul. That's right. Jimmy
Jimmy
Butler definitely fouled. I felt like he fouled Dante on his way to the basket that time. Pretty aggressive defense.
I think it was more than marginal, which caused the ball to go out of bounds. So we'll see if Steve Kerr is right about this. Timberwolves also moving up the ranks, in block shots in postseason play. Jaden is second in the league, second in the Wolves franchise history, only behind KG. Ant's behind him. Rudy's behind him. Nas is on that top 5 list. Most assists, Ant's second on that list. And of course, earlier in this postseason, in Game 5 against the LA Lakers, Rudy set the franchise record for most rebounds in a game in postseason history, 24. KG has the next 13 highest marks and 17 of the next 19. So that's how dominant KG, even in the not as many games as he would get, like you said, so many of those seasons. I mean, 03 was the first time the first round went to 7 games.
Right.
And Terry Stotts out towards midcourt there. Good to see. I was always a big fan of his in Portland with the Blazers. I think he got so much out of those teams. And they quickly, when he went away, they went south. Obviously, they made some personnel changes, but I think he's a heck of a coach.
Think about when he coached, LaMarcus Aldridge with that whole Portland team and that run that they had together. And Terry Stotts has been a great assistant coach in this game for a long time. He was in Seattle for a long time, along with Dwayne Casey as assistant coaches for George Karl, and then went to Dallas as a great assistant coaches too. So he's kind of earned his dues. He's had a couple different stops as a head coach, but
it was determined that the ball was last touched by DiVincenzo as his left hand touched the ball prior to going out of bounds. Therefore, this is a successful challenge. The ball be awarded to Golden State. Please reset the shot clock to 24. They will not be charged with this timeout, and they have an additional challenge.
Mark Davis, the crew chief, with the explanation. Steve Kerr and the Warriors win the challenge. They're now 2-4 on challenges in this series. Also on Steve Kerr's bench, Ron Adams, Chris DeMarco, Bruce Frazier, the aforementioned Terry Stotts, Jerry Stackhouse, and Chris Weems.
One of the toughest guys in NBA history, Jerry Stackhouse, doesn't get enough credit for
I thought you were talking about Chris
his
Weems.
toughness.
Stack
is one guy I wouldn't want to mess with.
Agreed. Jimmy Butler with it, right to left here. 5:50 left to go in the fourth. A whistle and a foul away from the play. It's on Dante DiVincenzo. That's going to be his fourth personal foul. Second straight game, he's had 4 fouls. 4 fouls, 2 turnovers on Dante. Butler to trigger in. Well, it's so quiet in here. We can hear Mark Davis, the official, counting the 5-second call for Jimmy Butler. Another whistle stops play and a foul inside.
Well, there's a lot of empty seats here in this arena, and I think this fan base is thinking this might be their last home game of the year. So, to what degree they may want to send their team off with a rousing cheer to give them a little hope. I mean, because this thing is not over until you knock this team out.
Absolutely,
I am concerned. So they could easily go back and they could win in Minneapolis and then come back for Game 6. And if Steph plays, who knows what's going to happen?
Right.
He's not going to be in great condition though. He's not been able to work and be able to keep his conditioning up. So I'm not sure what kind of shape he's going to be even if he does come back.
Butler 2 at the free throw line. He's got 14 points. And for that injury, for a type of player that Steph is, who relies on his burst of energy and quickness and movement, it just seems unfathomable that he would be back in this series. But, I find series fascinating as there's a whistle and a foul against the Warriors. Ant's going to come back in the game. I know fans kind of look at, okay, it's 1-1, it's 2-1. What does that mean? And can you, now we got home court back and we just wanted to get 1 out of 2 on the. I think coaching staffs and good teams don't focus on that. They focus on every single game. Just doesn't matter what the series count is, right? You want to win every game because the moment you lose focus or think that getting 1 is just enough on the road in a 2-game set, that's when you get into trouble and momentum can shift just like that.
Well, it's like running a marathon. Would you want somebody telling you it's the 7th mile, Alan? You got now it's 8. It's 8. It's 9 now. Okay, you wouldn't want that.
No, that would lead to a punch in the face. That's what that would result in. Yeah, that's a great analogy. That sounds miserable. Draymond down the lane, out to Bajemski. Frees himself, now jumps into Rudy. Good non-call, and Dante comes down with the rebound.
There was contact, though, but it is a good non-call. I mean,
because he jumped into Rudy. He jumped like 3 feet to try to draw that contact. Randall with it, wing left, hand off to Mike Conley. In the paint, lobs it back to Randall, comes down with it along the baseline. Kick out, somehow found Mike, who may have traveled. Nope, he got fouled. Moses Moody, guilty.
I'm not sure when it happened. I think it happened sometimes here in the second half of the season where it seems like Minnesota's getting a lot more calls. They're getting some respect that they weren't getting before.
I would agree.
I don't feel as irate as much as I did in the first half of the season. I feel like the second half I've been a little calmer during games. Trying to gauge from looking over at you at any given night how the referees are doing.
I think,
would you say you feel the same way?
I do, and I think maybe it changed when I remember keeping track of Ant's number of free throw attempts per game. Like up until January, it had been really low. It was like 3 or 4 a game, and then he jumped Starting with that 53-point game in Detroit, I think from that point around there, he started averaging about 6.5 free throw attempts the rest of the game, per game, the rest of the season. And then he was amongst the upper echelon guys. That's where your top 5 and top 10 guys are, averaging over 6 free throw attempts a game. Ant throws it away here, and the Warriors come away with it. Pajemski bounce pass and a kick save and a beauty by Mike Conley. Got the left foot out. It's legal in hockey. It's illegal in basketball.
Reminds me of Gorgie Chang when Gorgie he was leading Minnesota in kickballs every season when he was a member of this team.
He had some soccer skills.
He did.
He worked with his feet well. 112-91, 4:38 away from going up 3-1. Timeout Golden State on the Timberwolves Radio Network.
Wolves fans, this team is only getting better, and next season starts now.
Nas with it off to Ant. Drives in and hammers it through with the right hand.
Bring it with a full, half, or quarter season membership and get playoff priority, exclusive perks, and every can't-miss moment from Anthony Edwards.
It's Ant's time! He's taking over here in the fourth.
Don't wait. Head to Timberwolves.com/memberships to claim your seats.
Oh, the energy in the building right now is through the roof. From having a pretty good Game 4 record. How about this, Jim Peterson? Under Chris Finch's leadership, the Wolves are about to go to 6-1 in Game 4s. Dare I say, they own Game 4s.
Yeah. Such a pivotal game in a series. Taking your team to 2-2 to level things up or to make it 3-1 in your favor.
Pat Spencer's into the game as Steve Kerr has emptied the bench here. Quentin Post bounce pass to Guy Santos. Reverse layup is up and in. 112-93. Timberwolves will spend the night here in the Bay Area, fly home tomorrow. Here's Mike dancing off the Rudy screen. Wing right. He'll fire on a 3. That's off the back iron. No, and Moses Moody has the weak side rebound. Moody pressured by Ant coming up the floor. Now Santos with it. Back to Moody up top. He'll push it to Quentin Post. Looks at Rudy and says, I want to get rid of it. Now Moody against Conley. Bounce pass inside to Santos. He flips it over his shoulder, and Quentin Post knocks down a corner 3. Kevin Knox also in the game. They have Kevin Knox the second, Gary Payton the second, and Jimmy Butler the third. I think they probably lead the league in number of players with Roman numerals after their names. Here's Julius Randle, goes to work in the lane, falls away on a difficult 2. It comes up short. I think the Milwaukee Bucks lead the league in guys with junior after their name. They have at least 3 or 4. Right side 3 ball, no for Moody, and the Wolves control the rebound. 112-96, up by 16 with 3 minutes to go.
This is the responsible thing for Chris Finch to do, is to keep these guys in the game until at least the 2-minute mark, just to make sure you bring this thing home. You don't want to have the team go on a 6-0, 8-0 run.
Ant one-on-one up top. Kevin knocks off the dribble, and Ant just lost it. It's gotten out of rhythm a little bit. A couple of turnovers since he came back, and Kevin Knox will drive to the bucket and jam it with 2 hands. 112-98. Golden State is on exactly the type of run. Jim, you just said the Wolves don't want to let them go on. 7-0 Golden State. Here's Ant with it against Pat Spencer, wing left at the 3-point line. And a whistle must have sounded somewhere in there.
Chris Finch is going to bring Naz Reid back into the game for Rudy Gobert, I would imagine. Minnesota needs to score here.
Julius Randle will go to the free throw line for 2 shots. It was a foul away from the play. I'm not sure why Santos fouled Randle, if he did it on purpose. Julius is 3 of 4 at the free throw line. He's finally missed one. Julius in this series had been 16 for 16 coming into tonight. 30-piece for Julius Randle. 22 of those came in the first half. It's tough to come up with more things to say about how good Julius Randle has been in the postseason. Like I said at the beginning of the broadcast, he hits the second free throw, 114-98. Moody spins to the floor, but still able to fire it off to post. Here's Knox. Down the right side of the lane out to Santos, but Santos was cutting kind of in the same direction that Knox was. I have a feeling Knox was correct on that play. And Santos made the error, should have flared out to the corner.
One thing you can say about Julius is it couldn't happen to a nicer guy.
Agreed.
Good dad, great teammate, and completely is, recharacterized who he is as a basketball player. It's like you've been seeing that Stephen A. Smith
hook shot by Ant at the elbow. Wow. And Kevin Knox stepped out of bounds along the baseline. There was nobody in sight, and Mark Davis called it. Julius Randle was not 100% health-wise coming into this game. He, around the team, a lot of guys have been dealing with some sinus stuff. Chris Finch has been, you can hear it in his pregame and postgame media sessions. And I think, the Wolves are going to be allowed a substitution here. Dante will come in. Is Ant coming out? 30 points in 33 minutes. Ant will begin the slow walk to the bench. I'm not sure he's going to be too pleased with that. Now Courtney Kirkland will allow the Wolves to inbound.
Courtney Kirkland is doing a lot of running traffic here.
After all that, the inbound comes to Nikhil, and he fumbled it right out of bounds along the baseline.
Have you seen the soundbite of Stephen A. Smith talking about Julius Randle has to be traded from the Knicks, and Kevin Garnett sticking up for him as Moses Moody knocks down a three?
And a stoppage here. I think they want to double check to make sure that's a three. Oh, I did see the beginning of that. Usually I don't get through an entire Stephen A. Smith soundbite. So.
Oh, really? Yeah. Well, you missed the rant by Kevin Garnett. It's epic.
I didn't realize it was leading to a KG, yeah. I'll listen to KG. I like the franchise.
I love listening to him talk.
Yeah.
As Nikhil gets fouled here in transition.
Well, you hear him now and more candidly that I think you ever did as a player. I think that's one of the cool things about some of the players that have gone the podcast route and done more of their own media stuff. Nikhil ends up at the free throw line here.
We're going to review this.
But Steve Kerr is going to call a timeout and challenge this with 1:46 left to play. And only about 39.7% of the crowd still in the arena.
Well, the good thing is they're going to be out of our way by the time we leave here.
This is true. And there is plenty to do in this area, which they've really developed around this arena.
The China Basin.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many. I was out there after Game 3, and I mean, it felt like there were twice as many places. I guess I hadn't been out of the arena maybe 2 years ago was the last time. I felt like those have sprouted up all over the place. I mean, they really make it an event to come. You can go to a number of different spots within, a half block, sometimes right outside the arena, before a game, after game.
Well, they've got the places out in front, and then they've got the place in back, which is really exquisite. Miller and Lux, which is Tyler Florence's restaurant. It's just an unbelievable 5-star restaurant that's inside Chase Center. So you can do a lot here. It's very fan friendly.
That's in the arena, huh?
There's access from the restaurant into the arena, but you go on the back side where the media entrance is. It's right next to the media entrance, which you never go in because you always come on the bus.
Yeah, it takes me right underneath, and I go through that tunnel over there. That's all I know about this place. So when someone was like, "Hey, meet me at the Splash Bar," I was like, "Well, I don't know where that is. I don't even know what direction to go."
Upon review, it's been determined that there was no illegal contact by Spencer. Therefore, this is a successful challenge, and Golden State will receive their timeout back. They have no additional challenges. At the time of the whistle, there was no imminent possession, and play will resume with a jump ball, center circle between any two players in the game at the time. Please reset the shot clock to 24.
I saw illegal contact on that play, didn't you? I mean, it looked like Pat Spencer hit the elbow of Nickeil Alexander-Walker as he was trying to make the pass. I don't know what they were looking at right there.
Well, we'll walk down and talk to Mark Davis after the game.
I'm going to have a word with him.
Knock on the referee's door. So Quentin Post will jump it up with Jaden McDaniels. How about Jaden? 10 points, 13 rebounds. He got that block credited to himself. And Golden State wins the tip, and Santos goes right to the rim. He missed the layup, and then a missed follow dunk by Post, and the Wolves come back the other way. They've got possession with 1:34 left. They're up by 13. Randall is doubled. Golden State's picked up the defensive intensity here. Dante baseline drive got tripped up. Contact on that play, Mark Davis?
There's contact there for sure, and I think Dante did a great job of embellishing a little bit. He did drive the seam that time. He did get tripped up by Knox, but I don't know if anybody would go through the effort of trying to fool somebody on a play like that, because he fell pretty hard.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to fall on wood as hard as he just fell down.
He got tripped up there by Knox. Yeah, he went down very hard. Dante at the free throw line, where he's 2 for 2 tonight. By the way, Jaden has 1 block, 1 steal, couple of assists. Jaden's plus 21, a team high plus 21. Straight up 10 o'clock here in the Pacific time zone. That means it's midnight back in the Twin Cities. Let's pause 10 seconds. Station identification, Timberwolves Radio Network. Just over a minute left to go in the fourth. Quentin Post, a baseline drive. Moody found him perfectly with a bounce pass, a flush for Post, and it's 115 to 103. Wolves up by 12. They turn it over. Nas got his pocket pick. Santos to the rim. He dunks it. And it's 115 to 105. So the Wolves' 20-point lead is down to 10 with 102 left. A lob to McDaniels. He'll run it up into the front court. Jaden circles through to the left wing. He's got 2 on him now. Now he's used up his dribble. He tries to throw it off of Santos, and he did. But dangerously close to stepping out of bounds, or have that ball ricochet back off him out of bounds.
And you certainly don't want to dribble into a corner of the court where he's now hemmed in by the sideline and 2 defenders.
Inbound comes to Julius Randle. Back to Nikhil. 50 seconds left to play. Randall will hold back to Nikhil. There's 8 to shoot. Here's Nas. Catch and shoot right side 3. Missed that one long, and a rebound to Quentin Post. Here comes Pat Spencer on the move. Right side Santos. He passes on the 3. Drives. Kicks out to Moody. Moody puts up a contested 3 ball. It's long. The rebound loose, and Nikhil's got it. And Nikhil gets fouled with 31.1 seconds left. So that will finally do it. It would have made things a little interesting if Moody hits that 3. Would have made it a 7-point game. The Wolves have not played well down the stretch. But when you have a 20-point lead in the game, it gives you a margin for error.
I think with that, for this season, that for the Golden State Warriors, Quentin Post has been a plus, and Guy Santos as well. I mean, those are 2 rotational players. I mean, they're going to be, I think, that Quentin Post certainly is going to be. So you've got some depth here, just like Minnesota feels so good about Terrence Shannon Jr. and Rob Dillingham and Jalen Clark. They feel really good about these young players.
Pat Spencer misses a driving layup at the other end, but he got fouled. He'll go to the free throw line for 2. Wolves have not closed it out well because they've had 10 fourth-quarter turnovers. They had 8 through 3 quarters. They've had 10 in the fourth. So that will really throw off some of our statistics. Just like in game, I think it was game 3, they only had 9 turnovers through 3 quarters, or in the guts of the game. Maybe that was game 2. The Wolves have had some good moments against a team that just thrives and feasts off of turning you over.
Well, they've gotten to the free throw line a ton in this quarter as well. I mean, they've got 26 attempts. How many did they have at halftime? They had 9 attempts at halftime.
The Wolves almost throw it away, but it's deflected. It'll stay Timberwolves ball. 20.4 seconds left. Shot clock is at 18. And the Wolves lead by 10 points.
Golden State will just not quit.
Nope. Ooh, off the inbound. Deflected, and Pat Spencer was the last to touch. Wolves had too many kind of cringy moments here in the last 2 minutes. Inbound Randall. There's another cringy moment. They do turn it over. That's 11 fourth-quarter turnovers. Here comes the Moses Moody-led offense with 15 seconds left. Moody off to Santos. Pump fakes. Flyby by Randall. Fires the three and hits it. 117 to 110. Inbound. Dante dribbles out of trouble. Picked up his dribble. Lobs it front court and throws it away. 5.6 seconds left. That's 12 fourth quarter turnovers.
This is unbelievable.
Inbound comes to Post inside of midcourt. He's going to hoist on a three. It's online but short. It'll go out of bounds with 0.6 of a second left. Inbound comes to Jaden McDaniels, and that will do it. The horn sounds here at the Chase Center in San Francisco, and the Wolves have taken a commanding 3-1 series lead over the Warriors. They win Game 4, 117-110. They get 31 from Julius Randle. They get 30 from Anthony Edwards. 7-point differential at the end, but the Wolves led by 20 going to the fourth quarter. And the Wolves able to close this one out. A big-time win for the Wolves here tonight. And stay with us because Julius Randle will join us here shortly. Anthony Edwards putting on the headset for his ESPN interview. 117-110. Wolves end up shooting 49%, 16 of 34 from beyond the arc. 47%. And the 16 threes, doubling what the Warriors put up tonight. Just 8 threes to the Wolves' 16. 31 for Julius Randle. He joins us here on the postgame show. Julius, congratulations. You guys are down 2 to begin the second half. You end the third quarter up 20. What was the key to turning things around in that frame?
Our defense. I think at one point late in the third quarter, they only scored 8 points in the quarter, so it was our defense.
You were relied upon early to get the scoring going. You've always talked about how you just kind of take what the defense gives you. What were they giving you tonight?
I think they were trying to take away my playmaking a little bit because I've heard them with that the past 2 games. So they played me a lot straight up early on, and it's just my job to read the defense. So they played me straight up one-on-one. I like them. I like those chances as well. So just took what they gave me.
Hey, Julius, one of the things I know that having played and then when your career is over, you look back and you want to say you never want to wish time away, and you got to soak in these moments. What does this playoff run mean to you right now in the way you're playing?
It feels great. I'm really just focused on winning. We got a special group, and like you said, you got to cherish these times. I've been in the league 11 years, and when you have a chance to actually win it all, you got to take advantage of it. There's no excuses of tired or injuries or whatever it is. You got to play through everything. So I just try to come in with focus every single day, whether it's practice or a game, and just lead with my energy and effort every night.
What's evident to me, too, watching you guys play and the way you interact with each other is that you guys are playing for each other, which is such an important, byproduct of winning and being on a great team with great talent. And, some with Mike, too, Mike has, been through a lot. And last year, one of his rallying cries was, hey, you guys need to, help me, meet me where I'm at. Do this for me. Because how many bites of the apple do you get? This team can win a championship from what I see. How do you guys feel about that?
We feel great. We got win number 7. We know what the ultimate goal is. We got to take it one at a time. We got 7. And when we play Wednesday, we're looking for number 8. So we just got to keep taking it a game at a time and, keep stacking games.
Julius, I know a lot of guys have been suffering through just, not only injuries, but also colds and stuff like that, too. Were you battling something through here tonight?
Yeah, the past, few days, last game, this game, I've had a really bad sinus infection, so it's bothering me, but, there ain't no time. Give me some meds, give me some Pedialyte, let me hydrate, give me some sleep, some carbs.
And a plane ride home.
Yeah, and a plane ride home and a win. It's all worth it.
Yeah, Julius, so that you guys are up 3-1 now. Is the mentality just keep the foot down and try to close this thing out in the next opportunity?
Absolutely. We got a close-out game on our home court. We got to take advantage of that.
Julius, great game, 31 points. Congratulations on the win.
Yeah, thank you, guys.
Julius Randle along with us after a 117-110 victory in Game 4 to go up 3-1. Stay tuned. Postgame show gets underway next on the Minnesota Timberwolves Radio Network.
As a business owner, you understand the importance of protecting your reputation, workplace, employees, and financial assets. Our team is ready to help yours by creating a custom lineup of industry-specific coverages and risk management service to help you stay at the top of your game. Contact your local Federated representative for more information today. Federated Insurance. It's our business to protect yours. Rated A+, Superior by AM Best Company.
Two bands, one night. Bachman Turner Overdrive. The Marshall Tucker Band. Roll on down the Highway 2025 tour.